Happy Halloween and welcome to the WFISD YouTube stream, also on KFDX Plus, of the Legacy Leopards hosting the Palo Duro Dons of Amarillo here at Joe Golding Field. I'm Jonathan Hull, sports writer for Times Record News. Alongside me, Corey Hogue. Man, Corey Hogue is a small college genius over there, guru, if you will. You need to give him a follow on the Substack if you follow anything small college, including the one here in town in MSU. But anyway, tonight it's high school football here at Joe Golding Field. And, man, playoff spots are on the line. Amarillo Palo Duro comes in undefeated in District 258 Division II. They're looking to lock up at least a share of a district tonight, or they can actually win it outright if Abilene Cooper loses tonight. Meanwhile, Legacy trying to hold on to what are very slim playoff hopes, Corey.
Their hopes rest on winning out, and, if you're going to do it, you're going to start on a night where it gets a little spooky. I see some face masks down there. I see some minions. We got some angels, some ghosts. We got all kinds of things happening here. But what we also have are some really talented players from Palo Duro. We saw them come in a few weeks ago against Memorial, and they are impressive, led by Darian Lewis. He's number 22. He's committed to North Carolina. Vern Blair, wide receiver, is committed to UNLV. And Kamaje Barnes holds offer from Eastern New Mexico. That's three right there on this team. It is an extremely talented, extremely experienced. And another thing about their offense is that offensive line's got 4 seniors and a junior.
Yeah, and very experienced. Whenever Eric Mims took over that job, he's a Palo Duro alum. When he took that job over, they were young, but he knew that there was something there. And I mean, what better guy to come in and kind of sit there with the program? This is not an Amarillo program that has won a lot, no. Right? They won the city championship last year, beating Amarillo High and Amarillo Tascosa. And I'm trying to remember the exact number of years, but it had been more than 20 years. At least, I think more than 30, since they had achieved that feat in one season. They're not the team that goes in there and runs things down in Amarillo. So this is a very magical time for that program to be there, to be on top. I think they're a top 10 team of the state, personally.
Yeah, I think so, too. I was extremely impressed when they played Memorial, and I'm expecting them to show up ready tonight. Eric Mims, he's got a 24-26 overall record, and most of that's because he's won 7 games this season. Yeah. It's been pretty slow building, but one thing that Memorial head coach Mark Bindle said a couple weeks ago is he's starting to keep some of that Palo Duro talent in Palo Duro and keep it from moving to the other parts of Amarillo. And as we know, when you're in a city that size, that's a big part of it.
Oh, yeah, we see it. We've seen that here in Wichita Falls for a long time, right? We know what the choice system once was like here. And yes. It's not like the transfers has stopped here in Wichita Falls. We know that happens, and especially when you start, because over there they have the Canyon ISD schools, whereas here it's the other schools right outside Wichita Falls, right, that seem to get some of those transfers in and out, Burke Burnett, Iowa Park, Holiday. It all happens. So there's movement like that. But, yeah, in Amarillo, you're talking about, that's a four team?
About 4 schools, yeah.
I'm trying to think. Caprock, Amarillo High, Palo Duro, and Tascosa. So, yeah, full 4-school ISD. And that's what they're competing with all the time. I saw some of their numbers. Today was Snapshot Day.
It was.
And so that's what I've been doing all day is getting enrollment figures. Palo Duro should be safe, I think, staying in D2. It's an interesting thing. Legacy will be staying in D2. We had a number come in on them, I think 1,867 was the enrollment. That's not an official number. There's some things to be worked out. I talked to Coach Halfley, acting athletic director right now. Coach Halfley, on my way in here, he says it's not an official number. It's in that range. They're going to be somewhere in that mix. So this shouldn't be shifting. Memorial turned in 1,602. Same deal. Not exact number. but I was told I'm within 3 on that number. So, hey, pretty close.
That is pretty close.
So, again, they should be safe, be singing in the same way. What we don't know is how it's going to shift. That this next realignment is just now starting to get fun. But, hey, that's for the future. Right now, we're going to pause, moment of silence, national anthem, and then this district matchup between Legacy and Palo Duro.
Thank you. Please remain standing for the presentation of colors by the Legacy JROTC and the playing of the national anthem by the Spirit of Legacy. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Legacy band bringing it in, the national anthem. I told Corey Hogue just now I'm looking forward to a halftime show from them. If I knew Loy Studer, the band director, I mean, he's going to have something planned, something pretty good in store for a Halloween halftime show. I know his bands at Ryder typically were always a lot of fun. So look for that. But hey, Gay, come to the game here. Interesting coin toss that you noticed. Legacy won and elected to receive. So obviously they want to get – that's an NFL move, right? Like NFL teams, that's what they do. They want the offense on there first to set the tone. Maybe that's the thought here.
Send a statement. That's what they've got to do because you have to win. That's where Legacy is right now. It's a win or their season is over. And some other games we'll be watching around the district this week. Big one, Abilene Wiley at Lubbock Cooper and Memorial at Plainview. Every single one of those with major implications in District 25A
so
D2.
I'm going to correct you. I usually don't do this on the air. I'm going to correct you. Zach Duncan, our playoff scenario guru, if Legacy loses and the right things happen in other games, they're actually not mathematically eliminated. There could be 3 teams tied at 2 and 4 for that last playoff spot.
Yeah, I'm going to say it takes 3 wins to get that 4th spot.
Most likely. It's most likely that's how it's got to go, as that opening kickoff by Palo Duro is through the end zone for a touchback. I like the all-blue uniforms here tonight from Legacy. I like that the numbers are easy to read.
Yes, for both teams. That's nice. We got a nice little blue and white matchup tonight as well.
Yeah. So Legacy will come out led by sophomore Knox Hodges, his second year, playing quarterback. And it's obviously a career year. I mean, last year thrown into the fire mid-season after an injury to Jamel McFalls. They're going to come out with 5 wide, and that's I like it. You're putting a lot of talent. Corey and I love these skill position players that they have here at Legacy. See how Palo Duro attacks it up front. Rushing 4. Hodges back to throw. Over the middle, no. Little outside as he was trying to find.
Kashad Johnson is number 11 tonight. Normally number 7. He is now number 11.
Yeah, that's going to be messing with him. We got the note about some roster changes right before the game pretty much, and so that's going to be messing with me all night.
You know, coming out 5 wide, especially with a team like Palo Duro that has a good defensive line and rush, and now here they are in an interesting four-man.
They're in the box.
Yeah.
This is the old school Notre Dame box. Handoff up the middle and nothing doing. Trying to formation them here.
Gave it to Riddle, I believe. He's number 3 tonight.
Yeah, Kevin Riddle on the carry. And he'll check out of the game now. Johnson back in. Seeing Carter switch to that far side. Looks like they're going 5 wide again. Other receivers out there, Jorian Wiggins, Josiah Carter. Mentioned Kashad Johnson, Ben Barnett, Jaquan Carroll.
5 wide, if you need to pass the ball with a pass rush like Palo Duro has, this allows you to get that ball out quickly and maybe get somebody in space, some one-on-one matchups.
Here comes, pressure off the edge. Great swim move to get there. Hodges able to roll out, buy some time, overshoots his receiver, and it's going to be 4th and 11 and a punt coming here.
Kyron Brown did the swim move, broke through, put pressure on him, and forced that incompletion, forced Hodges to throw off his back foot, and that's a good start for Palo Duro.
They are technically a three-man front, odd front, but they're showing 4. They're in more a traditional 4-3 here, as Kyron Brown he's slipping down from a linebacker spot and into a traditional defensive end spot. That ball is scooped about the 48-yard line, coming up the middle. He's got a nice return. He breaks the tackle into the free. One guy to beat, and he hits a block. Shoestring takes him down. That was Raymond Johnson, who just nearly had the punt return for a touchdown. And Palo Duro will start this game first possession, 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
That was a brilliant return. A low kick, kind of a spin, perfect to set up a return, and he took full advantage of that and gives Palo Duro really nice field position for an offense that doesn't necessarily need all that. And by the way, Julian Reese, the second, the quarterback, really good. Raymond Johnson, the 5th, Darian Lewis, they've got stars all over the place.
And he's got a ton of time to find over the middle. Almost throws the interception, though. He was looking for Johnson, who had come out and run down the seam from his running back position. But you look at this underneath there.
He got a little too confident, left that a little short. If he would have put a little more air and length on that, he's got a touchdown. They had the defender beat. He just threw it short.
And, I had Jorian Wiggins on the coverage there.
Pop pass.
Try to get the edge. Will find it. Cuts inside. He's to the 5-yard line. 1st down and goal coming now for Palo Duro.
Arturo Velasquez got it down to the 5. And, again, that's another one of those position. You don't even see him on the stats too much, but the guy is really talented as well. They've got a ton of talent on offense.
Handoff. Nice cut inside by Johnson after he was initially stopped, and he'll get to the 2-yard line.
That was a good job by the Legacy defense to kind of get the interior defensive line, stiffen up a little bit, hold him. He ended up picking up 3 yards out of that, but I thought that they did a really good job of kind of stacking him up and holding him up there.
So 1st and goal from the 2. 2 tight ends, one on each side of the formation. High snap, able to control it, now going to roll out. Taking his time. He feels like he's just a better athlete here. And, he just beat a man near the goal line and sticks the ball over the top. Touchdown, Palo Duro. You just saw there was nothing but confidence. Nothing but confidence on that play. He sat back there, rolled out. He never seemed, you're right there. The big deal. I'm going to get around you if I want to get around you. And he ended up getting around 3 of them.
Very, very, very composed. And that is, he was composed the entire way and
flag before the snap. And they're going to call a false start here on Palo Duro. They had Legacy didn't get out there and cover the receiver on the far
False
side
start,
of the swinging gate.
number 10.
And so they had to walk in
5-yard penalty.
But
We'll retry.
I don't think everybody was set. Before they snapped the ball.
Well, that'll back you up 5 yards, and
Penalty for no yards on the stat sheet there.
they get 0 yards on the penalty.
That's right. It's just a penalty. No yards on the penalty because yards on a 2-point or any conversion do not count. High snap, gets it down, and puts it through. So just 1 point instead of 2. And it's 7-0. Palo Duro takes the early lead. We're going to pause real quick.
Meet Rebecca Lammers, a Wichita Falls native and Midwestern State grad with over 24 years vested in our local business community. Let Rebecca and her team guide you through the insurance process with care and expertise. Contact Rebecca Lammers today. At Orthopedics Express, our primary focus is delivering exceptional care to patients with orthopedic injuries. Simply walk in or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Orthopedics Express is your fast track to orthopedic care.
Back after that quick scoring drive here from Palo Duro, just an 18-yard scoring drive and ended on a 2-yard run.
Set up nicely on that return by Raymond Johnson.
Yeah, the low line drive punt, and Johnson took advantage of it on the scoop. So deep kick into the end zone again. Let that one bounce. And Legacy will start this second possession on their own 25-yard line, just like the first one. First one, they ended with negative 1 yards on the drive. So obviously you want to improve on that. They came out and tried to do some gimmicky type stuff, and they were trying to confuse Palo Duro with some formations, and it just just didn't work.
We're gonna see some more. Here's the box again to start.
And I won't say it's a traditional Notre Dame box, but I mean it's an offshoot for sure. Because you got 4 guys in the backfield. The snap is going to Hodges. He's going to hand that off to Carroll, and it's going to be a 1 yard loss.
Riddle again, because Carroll's wearing 21.
Oh, that's
20
right, yes.
tonight.
They are messing with me. So yeah, Riddle takes the carry again and loses a yard, just like the first time they went in the box. So in the backfield with them, though, is Carroll.
Part of that, too, is trying to get a running game established. They have not been able to get a traditional running game going, and so Greg Davis is doing what he can to try to find something.
You got 3 of your best athletes back there with Hodges, because that's Carroll, that's and this time going to pitch it. Oh, there's something. Blockers out in front of him. Riddle finds a little bit, man. I mean, that looked like it might develop into more, but he ends up just with a couple of yards.
Yeah, he's definitely looking for that to get those guys out there, get him on a sweep. But the Palo Duro defense is so fast, so quick. They just shut him down for, about 3 on that one.
That's right. In the back, and we're going to have it's going to be a timeout. Palo Duro calls a timeout. Didn't like something in the set, clearly. So keeping a close eye on the district tonight. Have to. Because I mean there's a lot up in the air. There's a lot that could be decided tonight. I'm going to be following Garrett Murray of Memorial Maverick Sports Network to try to get as much information. Memorial out there playing at Plainview tonight. The big thing that's happening in that game tonight is Joe Castles is not a quarterback. Joe got hurt last week.
Yes.
I don't know if it's it's not a broken hand, but he can't grip the ball without pain. He is playing safety tonight, though.
Really? With Okay, risky.
Cole Burkhead will be the starting quarterback. Well, you got to have your best player. I mean, you're in this situation. It's do or die. Memorial loses. They're absolutely eliminated.
The thing is, I just haven't seen Castles play defense in 4 years of high school.
Oh, that's up high. Yeah. Well, no flag on the sack. That ball's loose. And we'll see who gets it in the scrum. And it is going to be Palo Duro coming up with it. Number 24 recovers. That was a clothesline. That was a good old John Bradshaw Layfield lariat coming in there on the sack by, that's number 10, Kyron Brown.
Yeah, that certainly was, and the defense recovers it, and they're at the 17 now?
Yeah, first drive started on the 18. This one's going to start on the 17.
Not good if your hope was to keep it close.
High snap, will get it down though, hands it off. Johnson to the outside, to the goal line. They're going to stay down at the half-yard line. It'll be first and goal from there.
This is not the start that Greg Davis and Legacy wanted on a night where they need it. They need this game.
This time give it to Johnson again, and he will, no, they're going to deny him. No gain. Back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job again, stuffing the run, keeping him out of there.
Charlie Thomas in there leading the Leopards on that tackle. Give it to him again. No, this time going to keep it. Cut inside. Reese in the end zone. Touchdown, Palo Duro. 6:59 left in this first quarter.
That is 2 touchdowns and total of about 31 yards of offense, 32 yards of offense so far.
So coming out of the swinging gate, they'll line up to kick this one traditionally. Number 92, Luis Fuentes Navarrete, kicking this one. Punches it through, and it is 14-0 Palo Duro, 6:59 again left in this first quarter.
So is it time to start talking about a big drive here for Legacy to get something going?
I mean,
you got to get a first down on this drive, I would think.
Got to get a first. I mean, yeah, it's you can't, and they're already showing. I mean, and this is something. I mean, we saw this defense stymie Memorial's offense as well.
Yeah, well, yes. I mean, look, Palo Duro is outstanding. But, man, right now they've got 35 yards of total offense to -9.
And it's really hard because they'd like. I mean, again, I think Legacy's best option is to establish the run through the pass. Right, you pass to set up the run. That's where they're the strongest. But they can't do anything on the run. There's nothing in the run game, and the passing game they haven't had time. Kyron Brown is whipping them on that left side.
Yeah, he's quick, he's fast, he's got a couple good moves, he's getting in there, and until you can find a way to block or put somebody over there to maybe we might see a tight end, maybe Edwin Camacho Solis go over there and see if he can't put a chip block or something to help out.
This one taken around the 8-yard line.
Josiah Carter.
Carter gets around one guy, then going to be wrapped up and brought down. See if they give him the 23 or the 24.
Looks like they gave him the 23, and that's where they will take off on this drive. Total yards now -6. I changed. It gave too many yards to Hodges on that sack. So the fumble moved the ball a little bit, so I gave him where he was sacked.
Handoff up the middle. A little bit of a push there this time from the offensive line, but not much. Just going to find 2 yards.
I think that was Riddle again. And also, this is senior night. They had the senior night activities before the game. And
yeah, I saw sashes, a lot of senior 2026 sashes being worn by band members and pep squad members. And
I wasn't sure if that was just like a Halloween costume. So
you never know tonight, right? 2 backs and split backs in the backfield there, one on each side. They'll give it. Starts to the right was DeKendrick Jones, and then has to come back to his. Starts to the left, comes back to the right. Regardless, no gain. Sorry, my 4-year-old son tells me I don't know my left from my right, and
and he's not wrong.
He's not wrong. It's that you just see there.
Well, 3rd and 8 again. 3rd and long for Legacy. You know, a few weeks ago when they were here on the call with Mark Bendel, that was where they thrived. It's hard to thrive in 3rd and long against this Palo Duro defense. Especially Kyron Brown again. Look at far left side out there, and ready to rush.
Yeah, splitting out really wide. They're going to move the tight end over there, see if he stays in. Yep, try to give some extra protection. But then Knox goes that way. Could have called holding on Brown that time, too. He's asking where the flag is. He's got an argument. But Knox just throws that away, and it will be 4th and 8 and another punt coming. Smart. Very good move with the protection, right?
Yeah, that was great move with
the
protection. But, again, this Palo Duro defense, they are so good.
Well,
this Legacy offense has been moving the ball on a lot of teams this year.
It's true. And one of the issues is this punt comes weird off the foot there and will go out of bounds at the Palo Duro 45, but this is by far their worst position. The Legacy 45. By far the worst field position of the night for Palo Duro, and they are marking that at the 47.
That was their worst field position of the night. Comes after a 22-yard punt.
Still scoreless out in Plainview, just for get a quick update out there on Memorial. Don't expect that game to stay scoreless. Plainview, I don't think they've not been in a shootout all year. They've been on the right side and the wrong side of both. Of course, they came here and got on the wrong side of one against Legacy. That's Legacy's one district win that has them still in the hunt here for a playoff spot.
They score a lot, but they give up a lot as well.
Yes. Low throw, and the receiver unable to scoop that one out. Incomplete.
I know that I shouldn't be probably talking this critical of a high school quarterback right now, but Julian Reese there, if he sets his feet, sometimes when you are such a good athlete at this level, you can get a little nonchalant, and I felt like he did that on that play. Didn't set his feet, get his shoulders square, and end up throwing the ball low.
I don't know if that's critical. I think that's constructive. This time given to a different back, taking the handoff. That's Amari James, and he's going to have 9 yards. It'll be 3rd and 1. Comes the 3rd down hype show going. So they can't get this Legacy team pumped up. I say a decent crowd for a Halloween night.
Yeah, a lot of kids out trick-or-treating. It's hard to get a crowd sometimes. A decent travel crowd from Amarillo as well.
Yeah, pop pass there. That's going to Kyron Brown. He gets the edge. He's got the 1st down and then pushed out of bounds finally by DeKendrick Jones. But he get to the 31-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 there.
Mark Bendel, Memorial head coach, admitted a couple weeks ago that they just do that to kind of build up those passing yards.
Yeah. No, I've always been told that. And he's said that to me too. I don't know. Maybe that's true. I think there's something there. I mean, you could just hand it off too, right? Because that one thrown over the middle, caught, breaks the tackle, getting down the sideline. He'll be inside the 20. Making that play was Arturo Velasquez, catching that over the middle and then getting a run after the catch.
That's his second nice catch and run tonight. That's now they're back in that red zone again. This has just been clinical so far by Palo Duro. They're showing you thus far in the first quarter why they are 7-1 and why it's been hard for any team in this district to play with them this year.
Mid-team had a man go in motion in the backfield there. Reese, a lot of time now. Protection breaks down. Could have had a hold there. They let it go. Over the middle, gets it there. Touchdown, Palo Duro.
Darian Lewis, back of the end zone. And just like that, Palo Duro's got the touchdown and starting to kind of walk in this one a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, Lewis is just shrugging his shoulders like, what do you expect? Legacy very close. He was open. Don't get me wrong. Legacy defender almost got there to knock that one away. Just a tick late. That's the difference.
Hair slow. He was a hair slow getting over there, and that was all that they needed. And when you've got a guy like Darian Lewis alone, man, you get that ball to him quick.
Extra point is up. Navarrete pushes that one through two, and it's 21-0. 3:55 left in the first quarter.
See if we can get a look at some stats here in a minute.
And still got scoreless in Plainview. Said keep a close eye. The other game in this district tonight is Lubbock Cooper hosting Abilene Wiley. Of course, Cooper coming off that big win here last week. They kept their own playoff hopes alive against Memorial. They lead Abilene Wiley right now 7-3 in the first quarter.
They played like it was playoff game last week. They did a fantastic job, and so far tonight, Plainview's got 82 yards of offense. Legacy is holding in at -4 at the moment. Julian Reese, 406, 51 yards and a touchdown passing, and 2 touchdowns rushing on 2 attempts. Yeah,
it's like you kind of said, it's clinical, and that's really what it is. It's been too easy. But this is it's really, again, we talked about it, like how well this Legacy offense has been as Jones finds something up the middle. We'll get that ball past the 25 to the 26-yard line. But we've seen this Legacy team have success, particularly on offense, against a lot of major players in this district. And they're not having that so far. I mean, it's nothing. And that Palo Duro defense is a big reason why. And I think that they, too, like that Palo Duro defense, we know they can be really good. They also might like really playing here at Joe Golden Field, too, because they did this to Memorial as well. In fact, it looks very similar.
It really does. This team is just you mentioned top 10 in the state. I think they should be. I'm kind of curious as to why they haven't been ranked there yet.
That did look like a face mask. I heard somebody in the crowd yell for it, but again, no call. These referees really have kept those flags in their pockets. 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7. I want to criticize. I notice a hold every now and then. I'm not that guy who just screams. I think a hold happens on almost every play. Some of them, I've seen 2, I think, one on each team that definitely should have been called. But
they're letting
consistent.
them play.
Yeah, they're letting them play. It's consistent, right? Hey, what are you complaining about if it's consistent?
If you see things start to get a little heated, you're going to probably see a few more flags.
Back to throw. Hodges, just dumps that one off short.
To Jaquan Carroll.
Carroll, who's wearing 20 tonight. And
he lost a yard on that play.
Yeah, I was trying to see where they were marking that. Yeah, lost a yard. So 3rd and 8. from the 28-yard line. Shotgun. Trying to get something cheap, trying to get him to jump. And you know the pressure's coming. They do have the sniffer back to the right side of the formation to help Brown. And he will going to throw this out. Wide receiver screen. Gets past the first guy, tries to hurdle the second one. Lands on his shoulder really hard, pops back up. They're going to be short of the first down.
Was that a pass or a run?
I think that was a pass. That looked forward to me. Getting out to Kevin Riddle. Really is just it was a swing pass for the running back that you almost set up like a screen. You got your guys out there ready to block. And
he had a man to beat. He did. But, again, this Palo Duro defense is so fast. They close so well on the ball. You think you have room or a moment, and it is gone in an instant.
So punting game has been a problem here for Legacy too. And that's a nice punt though. Good looking punt finally. First one of the night, but you take it. And yeah, fair catch was called here. Isn't that a penalty? Like if a guy calls for a fair catch and then suddenly starts running with it?
It's not anymore. It used to be, but they don't call that anymore. And I don't know why. I mean, I remember a few years ago it was a penalty. I've seen it a few times in the college game now, and they don't call that anymore. It's a little bit baffling.
So 1st and 10 from the 38. Yeah, I remember that being a penalty in the past.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, that's, you're adding, they add flags, they add rules and fouls. I guess you take them away too.
Every year that rules committee meets, and some come and some of those rules go.
So 3 receivers to the right side of the formation. Julian Reese behind center. Raymond Johnson to his left. 3-man front. Dropping back, going to throw. Brown over his head. You can see the arm strength there shown by Julian Reese. That ball traveled 40 yards in the air.
And it was just a flick of the wrist for him. Easy pass, and Kyron Brown did a great job of trying to high point it. He went up a little too early, but that was also great coverage on that play as well.
Yeah, sticking there with him the whole time was number 11. I don't know if that number has changed tonight or not. Because I have that being London Nelson and a lineman, so.
It's Kashad Johnson.
Oh, that's right. He's
11. Yeah.
Okay.
Nelson is 32 tonight, as that goes to Johnson.
So Johnson gets
Don't ask me how I remembered all that
I'm glad
jazz
you
that
did.
I got.
I'm glad you
at
did.
5 o'clock tonight.
Yeah.
Man. I'm not going to complain. At least we had it.
That's right, yeah. A lot of times we don't get that information, and we're calling the wrong kids' names all night. So hear the band getting hyped up. They're going to throw a screen, and it's wide open. There's nobody there. Ton of green grass for Johnson. Finally tracked down at the 30-yard line, but that seriously was the closest any defender was when that screen was thrown to him.
Do we have a penalty flag?
The body language says yes, but I don't see one, and everybody's kind of just walking, meandering that way.
Sideline
Sideline warning.
Yeah.
Legacy.
So now got to get the chains moved. All the chain gains way back there still. They were waiting for what the penalty might be.
I thought on that one if Johnson keeps to the outside, maybe he gets. I don't think he had a touchdown there. Legacy down the field had it defended, but you talk about buying the flow and the fake, and they had that screen set up beautifully there, but for Palo Duro.
They're going to bump that formation to a 5 wide. Man, you've seen it a couple times, those snaps go wide. He just does that one-handed of it. Overthrows, had a man down the seam, and overthrows him. That would have been a touchdown if he could connect it.
That was maybe a little bit of a difficult pass for him. But, yeah, it is very impressive to watch it. He is so calm, so composed. At times it appears even more nonchalant than it really is, but when that snap goes high, we've seen it 3-4 times, he just puts that arm up and gets it no problem.
Nice throw over the middle. Referee, umpire takes a tumble. Hope he gets up, and he will. Listen, if you're the umpire, you know that's a possibility. It is the most dangerous position on this football field, is being the umpire on a refereeing crew.
I did it once for a JV game and immediately got ran over, and it does not feel good. I was young then. Can't imagine what. I don't think that umpire's about 22 like I was at the time.
Man in motion, they fake the jet sweep, hand this off up the middle. That's A.J. James. He's got obviously the first down and much more to the 10-yard line. Nope, going to come back a yard, mark it at the 11, so 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. End of the first quarter out in Plainview, and that game is scoreless, just like we thought it would be.
That's just like every Plainview game, right? Scoreless. Again, pop pass.
Yeah.
This one went to Eric Mims Jr.
And a nice tackle there in the open field to hold him to a 3-yard gain.
Eric Mims Jr. He is a junior, by the way, as far as class, too. But he is a heck of a skill player, and he's about 4th on their receiving list this year. It's just incredible what they have.
Yeah. All came together for this Palo Duro team. Man in motion again. They're going to try to get him loose on that side. He's in the flats. Reese, again, just taking his time. He knows. And it breaks loose late. Touchdown. Who else? Darian Lewis. He was who they brought in motion. He was open in the flat. And Reese just toyed with this defense. And, okay, cover him. Let me just take a few nonchalant steps towards the line of scrimmage. They bump off of him. And Lewis sprints into the end zone for the touchdown.
And with 0 time left to go in the quarter, they intentionally got that off quicker to because Legacy may be relaxing a little, thinking you're going to let the clock strike 0 as often happens. Now, with about 3 seconds left, he snapped that ball, and Legacy wasn't quite ready on that play.
Extra points up. Extra points good. So 28-0 here at the end of the first quarter. We're going to take a break. Be back with second quarter action of this matchup.
There's a little piece of North Texas that we've chosen as our own. We love it for all different reasons. But in the end, for most of us, it comes down to the people.
We've come a long way now, but I know there's still something.
American National Bank and Trust. Trust. It's our last name. Member FDIC.
At Bomer & Kettner Insurance, we cover your health, your home, auto, business, and much more. Get personal service today from our trusted team that will protect what matters most to you. Bomer & Kettner Insurance. Your safety, our priority.
Back at Joe Golding Field here on the WFISD YouTube stream, also on KFDX Plus. Appreciate those guys at KFDX adding this to it. And as always, appreciate WFISD letting me come here and call it alongside my buddy Corey Hogue.
Yeah, it's always nice to come up here and call some football. And, it hasn't quite gone the way Legacy had hoped. 144 yards for Palo Duro with their 28 points in the first quarter to 3 for Legacy. And I think that says as much about the Palo Duro defense setting it up. And then, like, this offense needs that much help, too, right? Like, they are very complimentary.
Wind has picked up and just blew the ball off the tee.
I have seen an extra point in this stadium head towards the goalpost and then blow backwards about 10 yards over the kicker's head. That wind is incredible when it starts swirling on the field.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The way it goes on this field is crazy. They're automatic. They're going to hold this thing right off the bat, not even try a second time. This kick is pooched. Kind of in no man's land. Two guys almost collide in taking it. but grabbing it there is Jorian Wiggins. Makes a couple man's miss as he reverses his field. They're going to be slung around and thrown to the ground around the 26-yard line.
Again, you think you have an opening, and then all of a sudden, you don't.
Yeah, I really thought Wiggins might be able to get loose there and at least have a really nice return close to midfield. Instead, they're at the 26.
He
And,
ended up losing 2 yards on the return.
man.
It looked like he had room. They are so fast. They close so quick. They take great angles, too. That's another thing about this Palo Duro defense.
Abilene Wiley now leads Lubbock Cooper 13-7. Back to throw Hodges. Room on the outside. He's got his man on the comeback route. He tried to dunk under that tackle. He knew it was coming from behind.
That's Jorian Wiggins out there.
I don't like where they're marking that. I think he was
Oh, no, I don't either. He
yards.
was about the 34, 35. Forward momentum, you've got to give that progress there.
Yeah, that's it. They're robbing him of a couple yards there. So it's going to be 2nd and 6.
I have 2nd and 4.
Sorry, and it should be 2nd and 4 because, I'm being.
It should be about 2nd and 2.
It should. I'm being a little dyslexic with my math. Hodges looks one way, wants to go the other. They were trying to set up a screen. Do hit him late, very late in that process. Once they had outrun the blockers, then the screen was open there to Jaquan Carroll, and he'll have the first down out to the 40-yard line. Let's see where he marks that. Far referee's trying to set up on the 40. I think they're going to give him the 42. Or, sorry, the 38. 38. Hey, man, I'm telling you. It's been a long day. I've done a lot of physical work today, and my brain is saying, dude, relax. 3 wide to the left, or to the right. See? Give it to Carroll. Find some room. Oh, he fumbled. He's hurt. He went down very, very oddly. Don't like how that went down because that was non-contact. And he lost the ball in the process. It's just like, I'm going to say Goldie the turf monster got a hold of him and tangled his legs up. But a nice gain to the 49-yard line, the Legacy 49. Consecutive plays for first downs, and now the Legacy offense showing some life.
Yeah, nice to see a couple of first downs, get some consistency here.
Tight formation, going to run a trap to the right side. A little bit of crease there, going to find a couple yards out to the now the Palo Duro 49. 2nd and 8 upcoming from there.
That defense is mean down there. They are strong. They are mean. They are just imposing their will at that line of scrimmage is Palo Duro.
As they go no huddle, looking to the sideline for the call. Memorial just went on top 7-0, 11:06 in the second quarter. Good patience by Hodges. He moved that pocket as he was feeling the pressure. Nice move in the open field, though, by the biscuit, Jorian Wiggins. And his Legacy offense is cooking a little bit. Just a little bit.
They have
some. And here we go. Here we go. And another one. 2 more. There's 4 flags on the field right now. And some of this is going to be, I don't know if it's going to be on both teams. I know at least one of it's on Legacy. And this is something that Coach Davis has been preaching and trying to get out of out of this team is you get these big plays and then you hurt yourself with something like this.
Yeah, you can't do it. That's all it comes down to here, and we're gonna see. This could be offsetting. That's probably best case scenario right now.
Unsportsmanlike, 51 blue. Unsportsmanlike, 70 white. I've got that backwards. They offset. Both players have a counter.
So they offset, so they do get them on both sides. Nobody thrown from the game. It's first off unsportsmanlike penalties for each team.
Probably best case scenario, especially for Legacy after that pickup there. And they set up at the 33 now.
Handoff up the middle, wrangled after a nice gain. Probably second best run of the night, best interior run.
I like the way that Riddle hit the hole hard. He hit that with a purpose there, and if you need to wake up, now would be a great time to wake up and play some football tonight. Otherwise, it's going to get extremely ugly as it gets going.
Hodges then slides down. Just ran out of real estate. Didn't have anybody open. Loses a couple of yards.
Yeah, I thought on that one, if he would have, it wasn't designed that way. It was designed for a rollout. But if he would have stopped and looked back, Josiah Carter, who was in motion around, was open on the left side. That's just not how that play was designed to go.
So it's going to be 3rd and 7. Going to give that a handoff. Nice seam up the middle. Going to be close to the first down. So they may give him. I think they're marking him a half yard. I think he came back a step. I think they're marking him a half yard short. Yeah, they're going to mark him a half yard short. It's going to be 4th and short.
Less than a yard for the Leopards.
Plus 24, I'm guessing. I had that at the wrong spot.
Yeah. Very tight formation. Handoff. Stopped. Reached out. Ball's loose, but it's not. But they're going to have him short. Hey, you're not going to get that first down. It would be a turnover on downs. I didn't see who knifed in there from Palo Duro, but that was a huge defensive play.
That was Riddle on that run again. Is that right?
That was Riddle again on the run. That was number 3. Tried to find it on that right side.
Best offensive possession of the night for Legacy, and unfortunately it stalled just outside the red zone, and Palo Duro offense comes on the field, and now they've got to go 76 yards to score a touchdown.
Yeah, where's field position of the game for him, right? I mean, that of course, now that comes with finally putting together some sort of drive as well. It's just unfortunate that, it's to this point, 28-0, that you finally were able to do that. As again, just very casual out there for Reese there's no pressure whatsoever. He could have pulled that down and ran, decided to throw it, overthrew Lewis, and it's going to be 2nd and 10.
He's got the confidence of someone who knows he can make a play happen on every single snap.
Lewis comes in motion, going to pop past to him, looking for that right side, and he'll have a first down.
Don't
we'll see when he marks
do that, and they're going to call it.
Take it around the left side.
And we hadn't seen it. I really feel like they've been composed. This Legacy team has been composed in the last few weeks. But we saw this earlier in the year with them, where they get frustrated and they would compound,
personal foul,
some mistakes.
unnecessary hit, 23 blue, 15 yards and a first down.
This is what happens. So 15-yard penalty after the run. They will set this ball down right at midfield, so the run was to the 35.
They had marked it at the 38.
Well, I don't know.
We're gonna take the yards off and give the penalty. How about that?
Yeah. I don't know. It's either a 12-yard penalty and an 8. I don't know. Anyway, Reese again, just all day, finally over the middle. And number 2 comes down with the reception.
Daniel Moses, another one of those skill players they have that can do some damage. And he picked up a first down.
So Reese again, just 3 guys. Finally some pressure breaks through. He's forced to scramble. He's got a man chasing backside. He's pulled that ball down, and he'll be run and escorted out of bounds there. So the defense finally gets to him a little bit. Nathan Ingram ends up being the Leopard to push him out of bounds. He'll get credit for a sack, I believe, on that play.
Yeah, I didn't really give a sack.
No, because he was committed to a run at that point, right? Like, it's just different. And if this was NFL, it'd be a sack.
Always.
But
that's because they get paid for those numbers.
Yes. College football, high school football roles, that's probably just a run, not a tackle for loss.
Coaches will ask for that.
Yeah.
But now that's not.
He might get the credit for on the stat sheet, the coach's stat sheet. So they dumped this one in the flat to Lewis and wrestled out of bounds. No flag on it this time. He's got 5 yards. Be 3rd and 8.
Well, that last one that they threw the flag on, it wasn't necessarily Roth out of bounds, but he didn't just stop when he was out of bounds and heard the whistle. He kept through until he tackled him, and that's what drew that penalty there. It's almost like they tried to give him every chance to not throw that penalty earlier.
Memorial's taking a 14-0 lead on Plainview. Screen pass. Got the tunnel screen coming inside there for Arturo Velasquez. And he's got a 7-yard gain. 4th and 3. Offensively staying on the field.
Velasquez has had a good game tonight. That's his 3rd catch for 31 yards. Darian Lewis has 3 catches for 32 and 2 touchdowns.
So man comes in motion.
They've already completed.
They're going to the other way. Reese, just the QB keeper. Oh, high tackle around the head. No flag called. I'm going to give them credit. They didn't call that earlier when Knox Hodges was tackled that way. And so they don't call that one again. But the clothesline is in play here tonight.
Sorry for stepping on you there.
You're good.
They have already completed a pass to 7 players. 7 different players have already caught a ball for Palo Duro.
Wow. Well, now they got 1st and 10 at the 27. And you saw what they do there. When you need the yards, when you need the play, just leave it in your best player's hands.
Why not?
And I say best player, I mean
one of.
Yeah.
They've got a bunch.
Most people would say Darian Lewis, is kind of the top guy on this team, and with good reason. He's the one that's a major Division I college commit.
False start. Number 10, Palo Duro. It's 5-yard penalty. Still 4.
5-yard penalty. We'll back them up on this. 15. Got an upset brewing out in Henrietta. Henrietta's up 21-14 on Holiday.
Ooh, layover from last week, maybe?
Yeah, and I thought Henrietta matched up better with them, and they are dangerous. As you see Johnson taking that one, finds a little bit of room on the left side, actually finds a good bit of room. It's a 6-yard gain, be 2nd and 9.
It's that would set that district back though. If Holiday lose, that would put Jacksboro and City View in.
Well, that locks up the number 1 playoff seed for Jacksboro.
Yes.
Got a man out, just overthrows him. Better throw could have been a touchdown there, but I don't want to criticize too much. The guy, he's thrown for 2 touchdowns. He's run for 2 touchdowns. I think he's playing fine.
Yeah, again, it's
minor things with him, right?
It is. It's mechanical. right? Like if you have that much talent, it's hard to tell someone with that much talent that you got to make sure you're mechanically sound on every single play. And being mechanically sound and getting his shoulders square and his feet set probably would have helped him on that pass.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, running this back to the backside to Johnson. They really like the misdirection. And man, he spins out of one tackle, spins out of two tackles, and he's got a first down.
They're mean. They're tough. They don't quit. They are exactly the kind of attitude you expect out of an Eric Mims senior team. And they are putting on a show tonight.
1st and 10 at the 15. Handoff to Johnson. He's got something on the left side. Good block out there by Kyron Brown, and touchdown Palo Duro. Kyron Brown right now, we keep saying his name, but he's doing a lot of things right for this team on both sides of the ball.
And a lot of it is not statistical, right?
Yeah.
You don't read about it in the paper tomorrow, but he has done the little things at times that they've needed, whether it be coming off the edge, forcing a pass, forcing an errant pass, or they're setting a block on the outside to help spring Johnson to the end zone. He's just done a lot.
That one get through, blocked the field goal. Oh, but it's scooped. And a 2-point conversion. Will he get there? I'm going to think he's short. I think he's short. If he had the ball in the other hand, he would have had it, but he's short. Ooh, blocked. Ooh, who came through and blocked? I think it was number 21.
I didn't see who came through. He came through the center. I also thought there might have been an offside.
Yeah, I did too. I really did too. Ladarian Williams, though, is who I had blocking.
21?
Yeah.
Yeah. I could see that. That guy will come out and give you everything he has every game, too. That'll keep the score at 34.
34
to
nothing. I'm going to run through some scores around the area real quick. We hadn't done that yet. So Brock is up on Graham 21-0 at the half. Stanford leads Olney 40-0. That's in this late second quarter. Burke Burnett leading Bridgeport 14-13 late second quarter. Vernon leads Iowa Park. That's just 7-0 at the half. Okay. IP hanging around a little bit. Monday leads Seymour 8-7 in the second quarter. Memorial's up 14-0 on Plainview. We mentioned that earlier. Quanah up 20-0 on Shamrock. Petrolia leads Archer City 20-8. Nocona up 31-0 on White there early second quarter. Windthorst leads Electra 27-0. Just mentioned Henrietta is up 21-14 on Holiday. Cityview up on Millsap 26-7. St. Joe leads Campbell 42-20. Jacksboro up on Valley View in the second quarter 33-0. Let's see. Benjamin up on Crowell 28-0. Northside leads Bryson 14-8.
Oh, that's a big one out there at Northside tonight.
Yeah, playoff spot on the line. And can't clinch it, but if you lose, you're eliminated. Taken, finds a lane, back to the outside, and will be legacy ball. Should be on
Kashad Johnson.
And a late flag comes in again as a Palo Duro player has his helmet ripped off. And we'll see if this is on legacy. This will take what would have been field position in Palo Duro territory.
Personal foul, hands to the face. On the return team, 22.
So back them up. That will go to should be the 36-yard line.
A lot of things that are just hurting themselves.
Yeah. Indeed.
Palo Duro at 225 yards of offense tonight now. and Legacy at 53 as they begin this drive. College score. La Tech 21, Sam Houston 0 early second quarter.
Yeah, I know that's what you're tracking there.
Oh, I got to keep a little eye on that, right? Certified Sam Houston hater. Don't get that easily.
There's a face mask and no flag. I think there was a hold on that very same play and no flag. So I guess they just cancel each other out automatically. But these referees are really just keeping that hanky in the pocket. Unless it's just obvious, unless a helmet's flying off or something.
Yeah, and I don't like that in this case. We're talking safety issues when you start talking about getting up in the face mask and stuff. You know, I understand not wanting to call everything, but you've got to call the obvious.
Yes. And that
was obvious.
Both fouls.
Oh, yes. We've seen other holdings that are obvious not called tonight, too. And I'm a little less against the holding being called, but you want those face masks, those that can harm someone, to be called.
And this is where, like, you got to be careful of these scrums and things. If that kind of stuff is being allowed, it's these scrums where the bad things can happen. As the Kendrick Jones carried that ball and got it out to the 39-yard line. 4-yard gain.
3rd and 7, 5, I think 5 officially.
Okay. Two receivers to the right side. Got a tight end to that side of formation too. Carroll going to come out in formation. He's running a wheel route. They're going to get underneath here to Ben Bernard. He will get the first down to the Legacy 49.
That's a name we haven't heard much tonight, and I would like to hear a lot more. Ben Bernard has been a true threat for this Legacy offense, and when you're facing a defense as talented as Palo Duro, sometimes they're going to put their best on your best, and so maybe you have an advantage at the area with Ben Bernard.
Yeah, he's just dependable, right? I mean, he's just everything. It seems like you throw at him, he catches. He just tends to make plays. Pistol formation, play action. Hodges rolls out. Throw is behind him. That Bernard again, I believe.
Yeah, great job of bringing that in.
And tonight Bernard's playing a tight end, kind of that tight end position, because I'd forgotten he was on the field because he was hidden down there playing tight end on the right side of the formation.
We have a penalty back at the line of scrimmage.
That's never. Right here coming off from this sideline. He's talking to Coach Davis about it, which makes me
think it's the sideline warning.
It looked like I think he's asking him if he wants to accept or not.
Illegal formation.
Illegal formation
On the offense. 5 men in the backfield, 5-yard penalty.
So wipe out the play.
Still first.
It was a nice catch by Bernard. And it'll be 1st and 15 from the 44. Change the formation here. You're going to get 5 wide. Carroll is split out far left here. Timeout. Well,
that's the 2-minute timeout.
We're going to take a break real quick, come back with the conclusion of this first half.
We've been coming to Pediatric Associates for around 9 years now. We've seen every provider there is in this office, and they've all been great. I will always recommend Pediatric Associates.
Hey everybody, look up here. Hey, FCA is on your campus every Wednesday, both lunches in the band hall. Get connected to your FCA at your local high school. Thank you.
Back here, Joe Goldingfield.
Let's get a score here that I've been watching tonight, and Burke Burnett. I think they're in position to get a victory tonight. I think they're going to get this one, 21-13 over Bridgeport, and Henrietta's showing 27-14 over Holiday now.
I thought Henrietta matched up well. Sounds like Landon Jones, the Holiday quarterback, may not be playing in that game too.
That's a problem as well.
5 wide. Hodges looking short. There it is, taken by Josiah Carter. I'm going to make a move after the catch, and he will. Be a 7 or 8 yard gain. See where they mark it. But they are into Palo Duro territory.
They're going to go 49.
Yeah, I would say 48, but you disagree on how to mark that. You like 49 on that.
Well, somebody's going to get an extra yard.
5 wide again, sticking with it. Good protection. Hodges steps up, and it won't be a sack. He should get a yard out of this. It's going to be 3rd and 7.
Normally he steps up. He's got some room to go. They close that hole very quickly on him again. Palo Duro is just very impressive on offense, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 6.
Yeah, 3rd and 6. Gave him to the 47-yard line. Staking with 5 wide. Got him to jump this time. Kyron Brown caught off sides. Free play. Throw it up. It's picked off, but Palo Duro player will just go out of bounds. He knows that this is coming back. So 5-yard penalty will make this a 3rd and 1 up to the 42-yard line. That's assuming.
Offsides on the defense, number 8. It's a 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd.
And that's one I think they could have blown dead because he was so far into the backfield.
Yeah, he really was. Yeah, if he didn't stop, he could have teed off on Hodges if he really wanted to.
That's a 3rd and 1. Two downs to get this. And now if you get a first down here, you start looking at your timeouts. You've got 3 left, 52 seconds.
So 3rd and 1. Man went in motion. To the slot is Carter. Hodges rolling that way and just going to have to throw that one away. Good choice by Hodges. You do have a down left to try to get this first. Maintain the drive. 46 seconds
Hodges
left
pass
here in this
incomplete.
first half.
That
Brings
was
up 4th and 1 for the Leopards.
On the sideline over there. These guys are just incredible.
Yeah, I do think Palo Duro can make a run in the playoffs. Of course, nothing's easy in this region. District 3 and 4 is pretty nasty with multiple state-ranked teams coming out of there. Argyle, Prosper, Walnut Hill, Walnut Grove, and Anna, Lucas Lovejoy just got a big win.
I mean, those are really solid teams.
Thrown over the middle, incomplete, and turnover on downs. Hodges had to hurry that when some pressure was coming from the right side of that Palo Duro defense. They got a nice push into the backfield, and Hodges, I think, had to throw that ball before he wanted to. Tried to sneak it in there to Kashad Johnson on a slant, and Johnson just wasn't quite ready for it.
They have the ball on 42-yard line, a very explosive offense. 42 seconds left and 2 timeouts. You go for the end zone right here. It's 34-0. You don't want to start letting off the gas just yet. I think you go for this. I think you try to get this in the end zone. It's a great chance. At worst, you work on your 2-minute drill.
Right, yeah, and that's really where you get it, or you get from it. We'll talk playoff paths here in a minute. I think that's something we can spend some time on here in this game. As they're trying to set up a screen, good recognition by the Legacy defense, still able to get that down to James, and ball come out. The ball come out. I think so, but James
we have
had
a flag on the play.
Bounce right back to him.
There is a flag on the play.
Ineligible receiver downfield on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat first.
The screen took too long to develop, and I think James had moved past the line of scrimmage by that time. Can't be past the line of scrimmage. Receiver can't be, and then have an offensive lineman past the line of scrimmage as well. Otherwise, it's an ineligible man downfield. Give Legacy credit for why that happened, though. They read the screen and had that play locked up. Reese finding pressure. Now he's going to roll, tucks it down. Nice stiff arm, then steps out of bounds. Going to have 16 seconds here left on the in the first half. It will be a 2nd and 7 coming up from the Palo Duro 45. But and I think in the second half we spend a little bit more time on the playoff path. But I do think, Palo Duro, I fully expect them to be the #1 seed in this district. Right now, you open up, you're going to get a home game against an El Paso team if you're them. But, man, second round right now, like according to Pigskin Prep, you're getting Anna.
Oh,
right off
jeez.
the bat.
Good Lord.
Chunking it deep. Got a man down there. And if they want to throw pass interference on that, they got an argument. But as kind of par for the course from this officiating crew, they're really letting them play. And no pass interference was thrown, or no flag was thrown, period.
Tavion Cantley, I thought that I could see a flag thrown on that one. In fact, if I'm Palo Duro, I'm probably wanting a flag thrown on that one.
So, going to be 3rd and 7 now. 7 seconds left. The clock is a bigger deal than the down. And you're probably going to see another shot taken here. Some kind of gadget.
This gives Mims some things to talk about. That 49-second offense hasn't been operated smoothly.
They do have 2 timeouts, but this will be the last play of the game. Throwing it deep, that's over everybody's head. DeKendrick Jones will pick that off at the 8. He'll try to return, but he's cut down inside the 15, down at the 18. All right, end of the first half. 34-0, Palo Duro in absolute command of this one, looking to lock up a share of the district title, at least a share. I think that's all they can get. Abilene Cooper's idle tonight, so they cannot actually win the district. But we're going to get out of here for the halftime, right? Enjoy this halftime show. I really think it'll be good. It'll be a fun halftime show coming from the Legacy Band. And we'll get back here for the second half. We'll go over some stats, other scores. And again, I think we can spend some time looking kind of at playoff paths and scenarios here in the second half of this one. So, enjoy this halftime show, and we'll be back right after this here on the WFISD YouTube channel and KFDX Plus.
If you've been injured in a car wreck, don't let life take a detour. Call Nix Means Law, your hometown personal injury attorneys. New name, same commitment to justice. If you need help, please contact us at nixmeanslaw.com.
With Budget Blinds, we bring the store to your door and do all the work for you.
From blinds, shutters, and shades, we help you find the perfect product for your windows. We make the process easy with our flexible financing options and the backing of the best warranty in the business.
Call Budget Blinds today for your free in-home consultation.
Elevate your standard of surgical care at Momentum Specialty Surgery Center. It's our mission to provide exceptional care and treatment options using state-of-the-art technology. For more information, visit MomentumSpecialtySurgery.com.
When emergencies happen, you want help now. You want ER now. You never know when you'll be faced with an emergency. 24/7, 365, we are here for you. ER now. Faces you know, doctors you trust.
Come see our great lineup of new Nissans at Nissan of Wichita Falls. Nissan of Wichita Falls has a huge selection of pre-owned vehicles. We're locally owned and operated with a sales team you can trust at Nissan of Wichita Falls.
Get in the game at Wichita Falls Teachers Federal Credit Union. Score a touchdown with a student savings account for only $10. No fumbles, just wins. Open yours today and tackle your financial goals.
Gates Roofing and Construction chooses me.
And me.
And me.
And me.
And me. Hi, I'm Jamie, owner of Gates Roofing and Construction. Choose the roofer that chooses them.
And I.
At Prosperity Bank, we are proud to serve the Wichita Falls community and schools. We are cheering for both your financial and athletic victories. Visit with one of our financial experts to see how we can help you. Prosperity Bank. Member FDIC.
On August 15th, 2024, the doors of Legacy High School officially opened for the first time and welcome students to the Hilltop. In our inaugural year, Legacy High School set high standards for academics, the arts, and athletics. At this time, please put your hands together and welcome to the field our award-winning Queen of the Hilltop, the Legacy Royals. The Royals are under the direction of this Brindley Gates. The Royals are being led on the field tonight by Lieutenant Michael Claire Robertson and Captain Lucy Wardle. The Royals would like to honor their Spirit Royal of the Week, Cooper Hanser. And their Royal of the Week, Hakeem Ladzeppo. Bob of the Week, Chris Worley. The Royals will be performing their bobsled dance, the Thriller. Two riders to the front, and then the world called, they entered together. This week, Legacy High School and Memorial High School Band United One, representing Wichita Falls ISD and the state of Texas on the world stage in London's New Year's Day parade, performing for a live crowd of 750,000 and a TV audience of over 500 million. Wichita Falls ISD will show the world the joy of unity. Two bands, one city, one unforgettable moment. Tonight, Principal Dr. Peter Brakewood, along with WFIC Superintendent Dr. Donnie Lee, are proud to present the Pride of the Hilltop, the most spirited band in all the land, the Spirit of Legacy. Marching Band! Please welcome to the field, band number 2, who is being led on the field by a group of outstanding student leaders and head drum major, Pierre Dassinger, and assistant drum major, Leanne Ortiz. Tonight, they will be performing their URL show titled Before the Camera Rolls. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the Spirit of Legacy Marching Band. The Director of Band and Orchestra, Joel Stewart. Associate Director, Ben Cooper. Assistant Directors, Lindsay Harris, Jessica Schluter, Lily Gonzalez, Tamara Davis, and Jeff Martin. Just a reminder, fans, the Legacy Band will be traveling to Andrews, Texas tomorrow for the area marching contest. I believe they will be marching at 2:45. Once again, the area marching contest tomorrow at Andrews High School. So let's wish the band a good luck. And know that we're all supporting them tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, a big hand for the Spirit of Legacy Marching Band. We would also like to remind everyone about the combined WFIC Band of London, where they will be the lone group representing Texas in the London New Year's Day Parade. They will perform for 750,000 people live and for a global TV audience of more than 500 million. This Friday, before the game against Memorial, both bands will be hosting a fundraiser of Texas Fish and Chips. If you are interested in attending that, please scan the QR code for your tickets. They are asking, they will take walk-up orders, but they are asking for as many people to pre-register as they can so they know how much food they need. All proceeds, 100% of the proceeds, will be going to help these bands go to London.
Great job by the Wichita Falls Legacy Band at halftime, and you heard Chad Johnson talk about the trying to get those fish and chips sold Friday, November 7th, so that they can go. I believe they're going to London, are the bands, raising money for that. So that would be a great thing to get into 4:30 to 6:30 over at Garrett Field, just across the way here before we got the big game next week, Memorial and Legacy, to close out the regular season. Let's look at what we got stats-wise at halftime of this one. Amarillo Palo Duro, we'll call it a comfortable lead, 34-0. They have 10 first downs, 77 rushing yards on 13 attempts, 12 of 20 passing, 130 yards and interception, 228 total yards of offense, 4 penalties, 15 yards, 5 of 9 on third down, 1 for 1 on fourth. Raymond Johnson V, 6 carries, 45 yards and a touchdown. A.J. James, 2 carries, 19 yards. And Julian Reese, the quarterback, 5 carries, 13 yards and 2 touchdowns. Reese is 12 of 20, 130 yards, 2 touchdowns with an interception in the air. Late first half pick on that for that interception. As far as receiving, Johnson, 2 catches, 38 yards. Darian Lewis, 3 for 32 and 2 touchdowns. Arturo Velasquez, 3 for 31. Daniel Moses, 1 for 10. Tavion Cantley, 1 for 9. Kyron Brown, 1 for 7. Eric Mims Jr., 1 for 3. For Legacy, 3 first downs, 26 rushing yards on 16 attempts, 7 of 12 passing for 49 yards. They at halftime have 70 total yards, 3 punts for a 26-yard average, 2 fumbles, 1 loss, 3 penalties for 35 yards, 2 of 8 on third down, and 0 for 2 on fourth down. Kevin Riddle, 8 carries, 16 yards. Jaquan Carroll, 1 for 11. DeKendrick Jones-Davis, 3 for 3. Josiah Carter, it's showing him with 2 touchdowns, but I got to get that fixed. He has none. Knox Hodges, 7 of 12, 49 yards and no touchdowns. Jorian Wiggins, 2 for 22 receiving. Ben Bernard, 1 for 10. Josiah Carter, 1 for 7. Kevin Riddle, 1 for 5. And Jaquan Carroll, 2 for 5. And now let me go fix the one thing that I realized from last week that needed to get fixed, right? I fixed it on a different one.
Working it out.
Yeah, I've got a different prototype working on it now. So this one I pulled up because I wasn't quite comfortable with it late tonight.
Well, as you can hear, though, through the stats, I mean, they reveal exactly what this game has been if you've been watching. If you haven't, it has been all Palo Duro. The scoreboard and the stat sheet both show it. Of course, it started off Legacy first 2 drives amounted to nothing. 3 and out, real quick 3 and out. No yardage gain on those drives. First one ended, they punt, load line drive punt, and it's returned to the 18-yard line. A few plays later, Palo Duro scores the first touchdown. Julian Reese in the end zone for that one, runs it in. And then second drive for Palo Duro, there was an interception by the Palo Duro defense that set them up at the 17-yard line. 3 plays later, Julian Reese in the end zone for a touchdown. He went on to throw 2 touchdown passes there in the second, to end the first quarter. So he had 4 touchdowns, or accounted for 4 touchdowns in the first quarter alone, 28-0 there. And then, of course, they had the last one there here in the second quarter. Much better quarter for Legacy, and whatever reason, calmed down, felt better. They played better. They made some drives, and were able to get some positive things. And you see that where Palo Duro in that case doesn't score as much, but you wake up a little too late, and then the bus has already left the yard.
This game was pretty much decided the first half of the first quarter, first 6 minutes. At 3 touchdowns right away, and that's been a problem for Legacy at times over the last couple of years, is waiting too late to get started. But give Palo Duro a lot of credit for that as well tonight. And the touchdowns are fixed. Hey, if you want to keep up with the live stats, they're a work in progress. The stats are correct. The play-by-play, it's getting worked on. But you can find it at bit.ly/WFISD stats.
Yeah, and I'm gonna do some little self pub tonight. We'll join you tonight at 11 p.m. I usually get on the air about 10:55 p.m. We start setting that up. 940 Game Day Facebook page. You can also find it on my professional game Facebook page, Wichita Falls sports writer Jonathan Hull. Falls Friday night, Week 10 edition. Myself, Nolan Clark from 940 Game Day, and then Zach Duncan of Red River Roundup. We all get on. We'll have a couple of coaches jumping on with us. Not even sure who yet. I honestly, while I'm driving home from the stadium, a lot of times I am calling and lining up what coaches will be. I'll say this: if it's holding right now, I'm going to be calling Jay Jones out at Henrietta, and if he holds up and pulls that upset at Holiday, that's a big one for them. And I would like to get him on. And then, a coach we haven't had on yet is one I'd like to get on too, and that's Casey Hubble out of Jacksboro. And they're playing Valley View tonight and rolling with that one, as you would expect. But
they win that one, and Holiday loses, they will have locked up
the number 1 seed. Technically, if they lose the Holiday next week, City View wins out. Them and City View technically still share. It's the same thing in college football, right? If you tie with the same record, it doesn't matter who beat who. Maybe the seed's different for playoffs, but technically you share the district title.
Well, the 1 seed is decided by head-to-head, and that's
right. And that's what Jacksboro. That's where you'll say it, and then that's where Jacksboro will say, "Hey, this is a real district."
Let me throw out a couple recommendations tonight. How about Burke Burnett's head coach, 21-13?
Yeah, Patrick Williams. Yeah,
up at half.
That would be the first win of the season for them.
First win in a while for them as well. Let's see. How about whoever wins Bryson Northside, showing 14-14 in the second quarter. I mean, that's such a big game as well out there. They trying to see. Oh, Nokona's getting beat by Whitewright, 26-14. Vernon is now up on Iowa Park, 13-0 in the third quarter. Brock up 28-7 on Graham. They've started the third quarter. Memorial's still 14-6 at the half. A game that they need to win. I know it's not must necessarily, but let's say it is, because 2-4 for so many teams, for 4 teams in this district would be insane.
Yeah. It's
although this district's been insane all year.
This district has been very insane. if you looked at Red River Roundup, one of the best things Zach Duncan does and has throughout his career, he understands and is able to break down playoff scenarios like nobody I've ever seen. I get so confused, and he makes fun of me because he's making fun of me for like saying, hey, for example, District 6-2A Division 2, all 4 playoff spots have been locked up, right? And he's like, duh, like how can you not? I was like, listen, man, I don't assume anything unless I check with you first, because as soon as I assume it, I get it wrong.
So Southwestern Junior College Football Conference, JUCO football, they do the same thing with the math and everything. So last week I had to break out the Google Sheet and start trying to input to figure out who would get what seed in the playoffs if Navarro beats Tyler tomorrow and Navarro, Tyler, and Trinity Valley all finish with the same conference record.
Yeah.
That's why I had that going out too. And and the other thing too, each district has some different rules. Most districts are points based for all the seeding, but there are some that will go points based to decide champion and then go head to head for the next slot.
Right.
So it is confusing, and Zach Duncan is always so on top of those things on Substack. And find his Zach Duncan Red River Roundup. Find mine, Corey Hogue Sports, CORYHOGUE Sports. Find Hull _TRN on Twitter, and then in Facebook.
Facebook's where I'm at.
That's where you want to find him. TRN Sports Writer Jonathan Hull, or TRN. If you search TRN Sports, he'll come up under there.
It should come up there. I have abandoned the Twit machine, X, for the most part. Just man, I don't get the same kind of attention there now. Like it just doesn't seem to ring. It's good for Texas high school football still, say that, for scores and stuff, and it works for some people, but I feel like I connect better with the readership and the people who really want to follow high school football, high school sports, period, on Facebook, and I like that connection. I like to engage with the readers and develop that relationship there, of course. And man, I've been in Wichita Falls. This is football season number 12 for me, and looking forward to 13, 14, maybe at least 15. We'll go that far. Kicking off his legacy to start this second half. Pooch kick to the right side, going to be taken to the 24. Stutter step gets through the first line of the coverage team there, and we'll have the ball down to the 44-yard line.
That was Raymond Johnson that took that kickoff there. And they will set up with pretty good field position at their own 45. I think we're going to see, maybe not initially, but I think eventually here we're going to see a lot more rushing plays here from Palo Duro. They were pretty even in the first. They had 20 passing and 13 rushing in the first half. I think we'll see that kind of balance the other way as they try to just, run that clock and get this one out and get it out as healthy as they can too.
So 1st and 10 from the 45. Just a quick. I think that's a pass. You think that's a pass?
I think that was forward. I call that.
It might be just a little forward to. I'll trust you, James, taking that one. Just a quick swing pass. He got to the edge and hits 8 yards.
Well, he didn't got a first down though. I say, the passing game. And you can't always look at pass and rushing stats anymore because of the pop pass. That's basically a rushing play. And plays like that, that's just a little swing pass.
Yeah. Reese all day to throw the ball. Now there's so much green here to the left side. He just needs to pull it down. He'll run it and be tackled after he's got the first down and 10 more out to the 33-yard line.
If I am Eric Mims right now, I'm asking him to just get down.
Slide. Don't get hurt.
Just slide, yeah.
I feel like you probably give them this drive, and then you're starting to sub some guys.
They don't necessarily tend to sub very often, though.
I get that. And listen, they don't, for a 5A program, they don't have just huge numbers over there on the sideline.
No.
But they do have enough. You get Reese out of the game for sure. Back to throw, hits the, well, that's Lewis there. on the little hook inside, and he dodges a couple defenders, gets up the field. It's 11-yard gain and first down.
Shows you why he's committed to North Carolina. He's just got that shiftiness. They had him 2 or 3 times. He found his way out of it each time and got it down close to the 20-yard line. I mean, there's a lot of players you'd want out here, right? Like Reese, you'd want out. You'd want probably you would also want to have Lewis out as well.
Yeah. Well, and it looks like they've already. I mean, Johnson hasn't checked into the game yet. You've seen A.J. James here taking all the work at running back.
And he's a very capable running back as well.
Yeah, it's, very much a different build. Johnson, you can tell, just is quicker, more smaller, faster on the edge. As this is going to be tossed out to
Tyron Brown.
To Brown. Tyron. I know it's Byron. No, it's Tyron Brown. Kyron. Gosh almighty. Gosh almighty. We've had better days.
It happens to all of us.
1st and 10 now from the 11. And that's given up the middle. James, he'll scoot outside and he will literally walk into the end zone.
Not much resistance on that drive from the Legacy defense, and Palo Duro just a machine that is chugging along tonight. 11-yard touchdown run. Lewis gets himself on the board. James gets himself on the board here, and 9:55 to play here in the third quarter. Palo Duro's got a 40-point lead, trying to make it 41.
Looked like a quick get off again on the extra.
There is a
point.
flag this time.
Yeah, and it was. I mean, we thought because Ladarian got it back there and he blocked the one, right? And
yeah,
thought maybe he was quick getting off when he did that, and I thought he was quick a little bit again this time. And they're calling it on number 8.
They're calling it on McGowan, Terry McGowan,
Yeah.
and they declined that penalty.
Well, all right, we're going to take a break here. 41-0 Palo Duro with the lead here in the third quarter.
Oh, hey guys, it's Uncle Wendell here. I just got back from my last battle fighting the big internet company, trying to find a better connection, and this happened. Don't be like me. Choose Centrio.
At Orthopedics Express, our primary focus is delivering exceptional care to patients with orthopedic injuries. Simply walk in or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Orthopedics Express is your fast track to orthopedic care.
Back here at Joe Golding Field in 41-0 Palo Duro with the commanding lead, and Legacy is they wanted to come out and give a better showing. You could tell. I mean, they schemed for it, came out with some different formations, hoping to throw Palo Duro off, but the Dons are really just flexing their muscle. We felt like they established themselves as the team to beat in this district when they came in here, Memorial Stadium, and beat Memorial the way that they did, and that's just continuing right now.
It is. As we take a look around the district scores, Abilene Wiley 19-14 over Lubbock Cooper in the third, and Memorial extended their lead 21-6 over Plainview in the third, and Burke Burnett 28-13. Third quarter, and Henrietta still leads Holiday 35-14 in the third quarter as well, as that's a kind of a shot. And here's another close one that wasn't expected. Vernon 13, Iowa Park 7 in the fourth quarter. Man, that game, they have been running that ball crazy.
Yeah. Pooch kick. They had to have a holder for it again. Taking it to 31. Looking for, hit hard. Really knocked there is Keishad Johnson. He was looking for somewhere to run.
He did not find it.
So we mentioned playoff paths, and we were kind of. I had Pigskin Prep. Pigskin's Prep, something. It's a tool. I think Corey uses. A lot of his high school football guys use it. Jerry Forrest is a Texas high school football historian, and puts this together. He's got his own rating system and puts spreads on games, but he also forecasts playoff paths each week. If the season ended now, how the postseason might look. And pause after this play and talk about it a little bit. You see going up the middle, it looked like it's either Jones or Carroll just from the body type. See the number when he gets up. And I'm wrong, it's Kevin Riddle. Shows what I know. But yeah, we look at these playoff paths, and gosh, it's this district. Listen, you get that El Paso district right off the bat, right? And the top 2 seeds will get to host the playoff game. The bottom 2 seeds got to make that trip to El Paso.
Not a trip you want to make either.
No,
it's a long trip.
And El Paso, they're used to. They often make that trip. As you see again, Riddle looking for something up the middle, and it's going to be a 3rd and 3 coming up. Right now, Memorial probably profiles us. Now, Pigskin Prep, they have them at the as projected as a 3 seed, but they also have Lubbock Cooper making the playoffs. Of course, a lot of that's going to depend on what happened tonight. That can't be possible if Cooper and Memorial are both in with the same record. Then Cooper obviously has the head-to-head there. They would be the 3 seed. Memorial would be the 4. Be the first time in a long time that we haven't had a first round home game for a WFISD team here at Joe Golding Field. I'd have to go back and look exactly. Is a nice throw over the middle, found Kishad Johnson out to the 45, and it'll be 1st and 10 here for Legacy. But Memorial right now would set up probably to face, probably the district title winner. Again, Memorial's got to win out. Right?
Yeah,
win it tonight.
We're facing the possibility of no WFISD team in the playoffs.
And that's been I think 2008 was the last time that happened. I'm trying to remember. It's 2008, 2000.
I feel like next week's game is going to have some large stakes to it.
Memorial's going to be playing for a playoff spot. Legacy can play spoiler, and so and listen, that's enough, right?
Yeah.
Pride is enough in these rivalry games. As they go 5 wide, Hodges rolling to his right. He's got some room. If he wants to pull it down, he will pull it down and run and take 4 yards.
Smart job to get out of bounds quickly.
Just want to thank our guy here, Jerry, bringing it in. This some refreshments here as they get out of here. I want to thank him and his wife, Delynn, as we do every week, hosting this press box. Make us feel at home. Home away from home. But it was 2nd and 6 coming to the 49. Memorial looks like winning that district right now will be El Paso del Valle. Memorial would make that trip. Pigskin Prep would have them as a slight underdog in that game. But listen, this district many times has gone 4-0 against that El Paso district, and very possible could. The 4 seed can beat the 1 seed in that El Paso district. That's El Paso football.
It can, but Del Valle is the one school that might be most challenging to defeat out there.
This year, in the past it's been Canutillo has really been the one that can make some noise. I say, just throw this out there. An El Paso ISD team has never beaten a Wichita Falls ISD team in football.
There's always going to be a first.
And so it's never happened. I'm just putting that out there. The time we thought it might happen was 2019, and Old High played, I think it was Hanks, out in Midland at Grande Miscommunication Stadium, that's how I call it. The internet never worked there. How do you be a communications? You're an internet service provider, and the internet never worked there. Anyway, it's not even called that now. Now it's called Astound Broadband Stadium. Moving forward, as I know I've chased many rabbits in talking about this. We're gonna get a low line drive punt. See how that bounces. That hit a Legacy player right away. So Palo Duro's got a free shot at that, and Lewis will pick that up and immediately be tackled there at the 19-yard line.
They're going to give it where he touched it at the 25, I believe.
Well, yeah, I don't even know. Anyway, okay, I want to talk playoff paths. So, we're having a little show here, Corey, if you didn't know. I know you're keeping stats, and I appreciate that. We're having a show within a broadcast right now to talk about if Memorial goes to and does have to play Del Valle on the road. They again long drive, like you said, but again, WFISD has never lost. And I mentioned that with Wichita Falls High team, they go there. They were a double-digit underdog in that game, and won easily.
Was that the year they made a long run too?
No, that was a couple years later.
Okay.
That was the year, though, third round, by winning that game, they set up the first ever and only playoff matchup with Ryder here at Joe Golding Field.
Yes, that was a special one, Thanksgiving weekend, if I remember correctly.
That's right.
It was a special time to have that happen. Thankfully, we had it happen before the new schools were built and the changes. That was a special time there in that playoff game. But I believe, if our memory serves correctly, Ryder ran away with that one as well.
Yeah, Ryder cruised. Late pressure coming here on the quarterback. Reese still in the game. And he's pushed out of bounds after a 5-6 yard game.
I looked at their stats, and there has not been a quarterback attempt more than one pass out that's not named Reese. They play him pretty much the whole time.
We list Noah Farragosa as a sophomore as the backup, but
that's who Coach Eric Mims sent as the 2 deep. Farragosa's the punter. He hadn't had to do that tonight.
We appreciate that too for Coach Mims.
Oh yeah, he's awesome.
Guy, if you're willing to send opposing media anything like that, we really do appreciate it.
And there's a lot in this district
over the middle, yeah. Nice throw and catch in the seam, and Kyron Brown.
He has had a heck of a day today.
Yeah, both sides of the ball, he's made an impact. Palo Duro, as the district winner, will be the 1 seed. They will host a playoff game. I want to figure out when the last time is they won a district title. That's going to be something to ask Coach Mims. I don't have time to go back and research that right now, but I've got to think it's been a minute.
Well, yeah, I can tell you it hasn't happened since Eric Mims Sr. took over as head coach. They did get in the playoffs twice as a 4 seed, which, oh, geez, he's got all day.
Yeah, he's all day. I mean, he's just sitting there outside the pocket. He could run at any time, but he knows the pressure's just not coming. Finally throws that one and completes it to Eric Mims Jr. And that's a first down to the Legacy 39.
That's just a 15-yard toss. He had 30 seconds back there.
Yeah.
And that shows the experience this offensive line has here for Palo Duro. The Shalom Gonzalez, Victor Semeniego, Troy Robinson, Ethele, Aaron Pineda, they do an outstanding job. Also, want to thank Coach Mims for the pronunciation guide that he provides as well, because they got some that are difficult to pronounce, as that pass was just a little high, and Reese is blaming Lewis for running backwards on that, which I find to be funny.
Yeah, incomplete pass. All right, I think I found it. The last time Palo Duro won a district title looks like it was, according to LoneStarFootball.net, and it does seem to have a good sense of records here. 2003.
Okay.
2004. Sorry, they had an 8-3 record. They lost their first 2 games of the season. Opened against Ryder and lost to them 14-11. Then lost to Amarillo High 14-10. As they find them one over the middle.
Again, Mims Jr. wide open on that route across the middle.
2004 Ryder team that's the Blake Szymanski, David Nelson early on in that Scott Ponder era.
And if I remember correctly, Palo Duro was, I think, a smaller classification at that time too.
No,
than Ryder, or were they?
They were 4. So back then they were all would have been 4A.
4A, okay.
In a district with Pampa, Caprock, Canyon Randall, Dumas, and Hereford. And they swept the district that year. Lost in the first round of the playoffs to Friendship. So they're just seeing the athleticism of Lewis just now as looked like that was nothing. And instead he's got a first down. And it'll be first and goal now at the 6-yard line.
Incredible. Just incredible. You know, you talk about those teams back then, that Ryder team and the Palo Duro team, how they lost their first 2 games. Interesting, their only game they've lost this year was the first one of the year, and that was to Tascosa, and I believe that was just a 10-0 score in that game.
Yeah, it was, 10-0.
How good is Tascosa's defense?
Tascosa's defense is very good. Wide open receiver, and it's Lewis. How do you leave that guy open? And he's counting his touchdowns. Is that the 3rd?
Let's see. I believe it will be.
So 47-0, pending an extra point here. So extra point.
League of their own. On the video board is
the little boy.
Quintus Neverate makes it easily.
Make it 48-0 here. 3:40 left in the 3rd quarter.
Another offside penalty declined there. All right, so let's look at the stats here. See what he is up to. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown. 6 catches, 59 yards, and 3 touchdowns through the air, and all 3 of them from Julian Reese, who has got 3 touchdowns. And 5 total on the day for Reese, counting his 2 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, Reese is tearing it up. Lewis, he's got 2 or 3 receiving.
3
receiving touchdowns. Yeah.
It's impressive. This is an impressive team.
Memorial has taken a 28-6 lead over Plainview. I'm going to say this, though. What a defensive performance. Plainview hasn't scored less than 30 points all season long. As DeKendrick Jones keeps his balance. He's got some blockers, got the edge, and a nice return and a late flag. Way behind the play, too.
That could wipe out a good return. Then he throws the flag back another 3 yards, and if that's on Legacy, they're like, hey, we could use those 3 yards.
Holding. Number 44 on the return team. First down?
Yeah. And that is a holding. That's going to back them up. To their own, I believe, 35.
So 1st and 10 from there.
The stats aren't as wackadoodle. You're not finding any, that guy didn't have 100 yards on 1 carry.
Yeah, I did find that the other night. He had a couple of 90-yard carries.
I told you that was user error on those.
Yeah, I saw with how they set up. Oh, he's trying to. Ill-advised. You never want to come back and throw across your body over the middle. That luckily fell harmlessly to the ground. He was trying to get to Jorian Wiggins, but that's that coaching moment in there for that sophomore.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's how that was designed, and if it was, it's very dangerous to just throw that in with so many bodies in different color jerseys that are not the same as yours in there.
Back to throw. Hodges, a lot of time, just 3 rushing, now flushed. Pulls it down, want to run. Got a couple blockers, gets down the sideline, close to the first down. Let's see where they mark him out. And they'll have him right at the marker, and we'll move the chains. First down at the 45.
A nice little rush. He's got the ability. He's got some speed, but he just hadn't been able to get out tonight because that Palo Duro defense is so quick at closing those gaps.
It's 4 wide. Looks like Carroll in the backfield with Hodges. Carroll sticks in the block, picks up the blitz. Nice job by him. Hodges, though, that blitzer's coming from behind, will tackle him from behind. It's a 2-yard gain. Always scared when a guy gets tackled from behind like that, right? That seems to be where the injuries happen.
Well, and especially if you bring him down. Now, the way that Shane Linton brought him down on that tackle wasn't necessarily – it was about as good as you can get brought down from behind to not have an injury.
Yeah.
You can get bent over backwards real easy.
Oh yeah,
you
well, I mean, we've seen it
all the time.
That's
in
why
the
the
NFL.
horse. Yeah, that's why the horse collars.
Cam Scattaboo, man, we saw it with him.
Yeah,
that was horrific last week.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I don't want to see it. And
I look at it and then I tell my wife to turn away from the replay, and she looks right at it and says, I didn't want to see that.
Yeah, Carroll with a nice 12-yard gain there. Yeah, I was watching when it happened, and I saw him laying it on the ground, but I didn't actually see the play or the angle, if you will. And once I knew it was, I'm not watching. I don't want to see that stuff. I just can't.
That was rough. Dislocated and torn ligaments, and it was pretty rough. But good thing is he was repaired surgically and should be back before the start of next season.
Nice job. Throw to the hitch there. Ben Bernard gets out. That's a 14-yard gain to the 30-yard line. So another first down.
I think we're seeing, we're not seeing a ton of subs on the offensive side of the ball for Palo Duro. We're seeing them on the defensive side right now.
Yeah. Protecting their defense, but
which is fine. You're allowed. No one said it's illegal.
Hodges, blitz coming from that right side. Holding, no, not going to call it. Throws that one low. Did have Wiggins open, but it's a tough throw. So he had to stop.
And there's a Palo Duro player that is not getting up.
He's not moving. Take a moment here and let's.
Medical staff's right out to him quickly too,
Yeah.
and Legacies were the first ones out there, and
Knox Hodges was the first one to check on him. He was like, "Hey,"
he was like, "You okay?"
He started waving.
Big one here, Lubbock Cooper 28-25 in the third quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Memorial still 28-6. Burke Burnett still up 28-13. Brock 28-7 fourth quarter. Vernon, Iowa Park, Hawks are hanging 20-14. Vernon, I wonder if Iowa Park's getting some of those injured guys back. Oh, right now they've had a few.
They've had a few, but I mean the couple of big ones I know were for the season.
Yeah.
But hey, listen, you hired. I think they really hired a very veteran coach, Coach Wood.
Oh, bro, yeah, he is outstanding.
He's got skins on the wall, and so.
You also have Henrietta, big game, 41-20 right now over Holiday. Jacksboro's put up 61 on Valley View. Nocona still losing 33-14 to White. Stanford's put up 60 on Olney. Petrolia 28, Archer City 24 in the third quarter. They're hanging tight. Monday 16, Seymour 14 in the fourth quarter. Quanah's beating Shamrock 33-6. Knox City leads Perrin Whit 36-30 in the third quarter. That's a big one in that district as well, with Bryson and Northside tied at 22 at the half. That district, those 4 teams, yeah, that's crazy. No score from Harold Guthrie. St. Joe beat Campbell 70-20. Throckmorton leads Woodson 18-12 in the third quarter. Benjamin 49-0 over Kroll, and no score from Azle Christian or in Wichita Falls Christian. I believe that's a district game this week.
That is a district game. That is. Yeah, nothing. I mean, the big surprise tonight is Henrietta beating Holiday, and Holiday down 28 points right now, 48-20.
Top of the 7th, 2 outs. Dodgers lead 3-1 over the Blue Jays.
Knox City, you mentioned Knox City beating Perrin Whit. That would be Knox City's first district win. They're eliminated from playoff contention, but they're playing spoiler right there. If they can hang on and win that one over Perrin Whit.
The Palo Duro player is walking off with a lot of assistance. He's able to put a little weight. It looks like it's a lower leg injury, I would say, or at least a leg injury. Putting a little bit of weight on it.
The thing is he's up. At first he was not. He
did not move.
Yeah, he wasn't moving at all, and so they need it. I truthfully wish there was a cart out there.
Yeah.
He needs one, if ever there was time to get one. But either way, it's good to see him up.
Glad hopefully he checks out okay and is able to come back at some point in the future. But it's going to take him just a second to get off. Over third quarter now, La Tech 27-0 over Sam Houston. Sam Houston going to fall to 0-8, it looks like, tonight.
Saw a thing talk about some college football. Let's talk about a local kid, Jacob Rodriguez.
Well, yeah, I got another one for you here after we talk about him.
I saw there was a little bit of a Heisman fan voting. They do that, and Jacob Rodriguez is on the ballot now.
Wow. You know what, that guy, he was so fun to watch, and we knew he was special back then. Glad to see him keep developing. Another one that was on that same team, Jed Castles.
Yeah.
Big game tomorrow in Abilene, sold out. All 12,000 seats, including the grass berm, is sold out as they host number two Tarleton in FCS.
Yeah, that's a big game. As got Carroll on the swing pass that time, got loose, and has a first down.
So, yeah, that game, 3 o'clock tomorrow, ESPN Plus, Tarleton at Abilene Christian, and it is sold out. And it whoever wins this will be in control of the United Athletic Conference and the automatic bid. But more importantly for Tarleton, they're looking at a top 2 seed nationally, which means they don't leave home until the national championship game in Nashville if they get that far.
Got that one underneath the Bernard. And just a short gain, be about 2 yards. There's a lot of Wichita Falls-based kids on that ACU team.
A lot of them,
not just Jed Castles and
McMurray too. I believe they've got a few, and they're playing Texas Lutheran tomorrow night over in Abilene as well. They that game will play a big role. They're having a conference championship weekend. Top 2 seeds will play for the conference title.
Oh, able to get away finally though. Kyron Brown tracks down.
Oh, that's Patrick Simmons, sophomore. That's going to take Kyron Brown out on the defensive side.
Yeah, okay. I saw the zero. I assumed it was Kyron Brown.
Looks same. He looks the exact same as Kyron Brown.
I'm glad. At first, I thought that was just about to be a huge hit. Knox maybe instinctively felt that.
This they bring in Francisco Mendez for the offensive line at guard. And I believe we're going to get timeout called here.
So it will be a 3rd and 8 when we get back to action.
Update in Burke, 42-13 in the 4th quarter.
Wow.
28-8 Memorial and Plainview. Plainview must have got them a safety.
Yeah, must have got a safety. Let's see.
Henrietta extends their lead 48-20.
Yeah, 28-8. They did get a safety, but that offense, they have stymied that offense.
And that's Mark Bendel, head coach, was up here with me a couple weeks ago watching Plainview Legacy. We were calling that game. And he knows. Look, those Plainview guys are 4-year starters, right?
Yeah.
The quarterback, they know how to make things run. And it seems against some of the top players, over in Abilene Wiley, that defense shut them down. They just got to be consistent with it.
Well, as they go back to throw, want to get this screen set up. One man to beat. Keeps his footing, gets through there, and will score. Is that Riddle?
That's Riddle.
Nifty little touchdown there by Kevin Riddle. Get Legacy on the board for the first time tonight. It will not be a shutout.
And on senior night,
look at
Kevin
this.
Riddle gets to the end zone, and he was the first player introduced on senior night tonight. Glad to see he puts one in. At least there'll be something happy for him about senior night.
Well, and just it really was a nifty play. That they had a screen set up, but there was one man that could have made the play and blow that up. Riddle able to get him stationary, make him miss. He got enough of him.
He had a leg on him, but he broke out of that leg tackle.
Spun out of it and then bounced off another tackle before he fell into the end zone. So
fantastic run. Rohan van der Zanden. Ooh, that was low.
Low line drive kick, but it's good. That's what he offers for an exchange student.
Counts the same. You know what? Let's talk about that a minute. The foreign exchange students and the recent UIL rule that came down this
That's
week.
A weird rule, right?
Yeah.
Because moving forward, a guy like that, a kid like that is not going to be allowed to play varsity sports.
And I'm not a fan of that.
I'm not either.
I understand we don't want, but how many people, we really have high school coaches, and it may be happening, correct me if I'm wrong, but do we have high school coaches actively recruiting overseas kids?
I just can't see that as a thing.
I have a hard time believing that, but I wouldn't put it by them, would you?
No, I mean, yeah, you're looking for
why
any
are we doing the
advantage,
rule
right?
if not?
But yeah, I can't see that that's a widespread problem, right? That just seems outlandish.
I would hope it doesn't, but there's a reason the rule's in place, and I gotta think that's what it is. And I think our friend Zach Duncan, who coaches the two sports mainly affected by that,
right.
Soccer and tennis, that's probably where you're seeing a lot of that. If there is recruiting, that's probably where you're seeing it happen.
Well, and you look at it. I mean, one of the last great rider tennis players.
Yep.
Unfortunately, Excel. I'm not going to even try to say her last name. But I mean, she was not a state champion, but she was a state title contender.
Here's the other thing. You have kids that come in here with the Shepherd Air Force, right? Their parents transfer here, and you're not going to let them play. That doesn't seem right.
No, I mean, and you think about a kid who really, as we look here, but to give a great example here, and I think you know who I'm going to talk about. Damian Lewis finally being spun down and will be stopped there on the kick return. Ritzy Vase.
Yeah.
Ritzy Vase is a great example of that. Of course, I mean, he was just messing around. He was a soccer player, from Belgium, I believe. And he was a soccer player at Hershey, foreign exchange student. Well, not even a foreign exchange student. His parents moved here.
Yeah.
So I think he's allowed, right? They had residents.
He made a career at kicking at MSU and then to Abilene
But he's
Christian.
not in foreign. So those guys, though, that come in from Shepherd Air Force Base, I think they're allowed. Because that's residents.
I would hope so. I didn't look into the rule.
Yeah. It's just
extensively.
foreign exchange students. But I'll tell you, I mean, there is one that would be impacted. You've seen at the small school levels, and particularly Benjamin, on their state championship team, had a foreign exchange student. The big kid, he also was on their team that went to the state basketball in terms of finished runner-up in state basketball that year to Jayton.
Now you got people trying to see if Grayson Rigdon was born in Germany or something.
Just last year, Bryson makes a run to the state championship game, losing to that same Jayton team. And they had a foreign exchange student on that team who was a starter. I believe their leading rebounder. So here we are in the third quarter. I know we've been all over the place with this, but hey, it's 48-7. Palo Duro leads. We're going to take a real quick break.
The best tailgates start with the best beef. And the best beef starts with United Supermarkets. United Supermarkets, where we do beef the best.
Contact Kenneth Cluley for an auto quote today.
Back at Joe Golding Field, again 48-7. Palo Duro in absolute command. Yes, we've been all over the place talking about different things. We are bringing you the game action, bringing you that as well. But I do think what we're talking about is pertinent to high school football, high school sports. Period. Listen, there's not a lot to talk about in this game right now. It is what it is, and so. Looking at this too, Memorial just went up 35-8 as Jamari Dean scores, I believe, it's either his second or third touchdown pass from Cole Burkhead. The young Cole Burkhead, I say young, he's a junior. Man, what a story for him. I want to tell that story here in a minute.
Was that was that another pop pass to Velasquez? Okay.
Yeah. So, short gain on that. It'll be 3rd and long coming up. Story, and I am getting this, Garrett Murray from Memorial Mavericks Sports Network, along with Marty McBride and Charlie McBride. I know they've got some other guys. I think Carter Hoffman, another former Raider in Memorial Maverick, he was calling their the Memorial volleyball match last night, I believe. But, dude, they do a great job with what they do there. Of course, the Hilltop Sports Network, you can hear them. They do this game as well. So if you get tired of listening to us talk about whatever random, I'm not offended if you go listen to the Hilltop Sports Network. It really doesn't bother me. But it's a nice run there on 3rd and long. It's going to set 4th and short, but I would imagine Palo Duro is going to punt this away. And, yeah, punt team is coming on the ground.
Who ran that one? I didn't catch the number. Was it Reese?
Yes, it was Reese. So get back to the story. Cole Burkhead, making his first varsity start. Joe Castles has an injury, has a hand injury. He played some defense tonight. In fact, just had a ball bounce off of his helmet and go into one of his teammates' hands for an interception a little while ago. But last game Burkhead played was in JV just exactly 1 year ago against Plainview. He fractured his fibula in that game, bringing it into his JV season. And he's been on that path to recovery, and now here he is, full circle moment, making his first varsity start against Plainview. And, man, he's really, really had a great game out there for them. As he's had, I'm gonna check on how many touchdown passes he's had. Nice return. Kendrick Jones breaks through. Got 2 guys there to block for him and will be wrestled out of bounds at the 23-yard line. Cole Burkhead's got 4 touchdown passes tonight. What a redemption story that is. Full circle. Hurt last year playing against Plainview. Breaks his leg in a JV game. Comes full circle for first varsity start. Back in Plainview, where that injury happened, and having an outstanding game, 4 touchdown performance, and a must win. He didn't step in into hey, this is a low drama situation. Don't worry, if you have a bad game, it's no big deal. No, you got to perform, or your season's over.
Well, we were confused last week when we saw him come in at the end.
Yeah.
As to what go, and he performed. He led a touchdown drive right off the bat.
He stepped up, and made one of the best throws of the night. Truthfully,
yeah. As that is 24, Jaravion Neal.
Hadn't seen he got a lot of carries early in the season, sophomore, and you're now starting to. You're getting back into that mix. They've made a lot of changes, have tried to find something in that running game and put some different guys back there. But yeah, Neal getting a carry again. Started a couple of games
He started early on in the season. He was
Riddle got hurt after that first game, I remember.
Yes, he was the starter. He started as backup to Riddle and moved up, and then they moved some other guys around. But
throwing end zone, overthrown.
That was probably a good thing he overthrew that one.
Yeah, had a one-on-one. You'd like to see a different kind of pass, maybe to give Wiggins a chance to make a play on it, but you also didn't just put that in the area where you're going to get it intercepted too. 10:03 left here in this game, 48-7. Palo Duro with the lead.
Don't forget to check out that feed tonight with Hall and Nolan Clark. And
Falls Friday. Oh, hit low.
25, Sebastian De Leon with the sack right there.
Hodges held on. He wanted to throw that ball. He had to hold on to it, and then, every now and then taking the sack can be the right play.
He's lucky he held on to that ball. He was close to throwing it, and 4th and 13, you've got nothing to do but leave the offense out. But he was close to throwing that ball forward when De Leon hit him, and he hit him pretty square. Good job of hanging on to that for Hodges.
Hodges going over here, just throwing it down the seam. Ball was up in the air.
Incomplete.
Yeah, incomplete. That hit the ground. And a turnover on downs. Palo Duro get the ball back with 9:13 left at their own 25.
Sent you the link so you could do the stats thing so you can get the
Yeah,
full
appreciate
rundown.
you, yeah.
Working on eventually, and it's getting close on my other one that I've got that I wanted to try out tonight. Working on getting play summary, the scoring summary, to be automatically done.
Yeah, I like it. I'll take it.
It's close. That is close. Just needs more time. I did not have over the last couple days to get it ready. It'll be part of my big off-season project.
Lubbock Cooper and Wiley is tied 35-35 in the fourth quarter.
Reese was not ready for the snap. It bounced off his helmet. They blew the whistle before it came loose. That was Shane Linton on the run there. And he lost a yard.
Get some other scores. Brock leads Graham, or that game is over. 28-7, Brock beats Graham. That's a district title for Brock. And Knox City just beat Perrin Witt.
That's crazy.
That's a huge loss. Now that it just makes that Bryson Northside result much bigger.
Because Northside beat Knox City.
Yeah, well, Knox City's out. But Bryson, Perrin Witt.
Caleb Calloway, man.
And
You might want to
Northside,
get him
yeah.
on there because that guy can coach some 6-man.
Great coach. Has not had the same amount of talent as in the past. A young team as they get to the outside there. But I think Callaway is one of the best 6-man coaches in the state, truthfully.
I agree.
And kind of showing a little bit. I would say this, he's been, I think they're just not as good as they have been, but they do go out there and they compete. They don't get mercy ruled.
Well, it's hard to have consistent talent in 6-man towns.
Well, they just turned in a number 2 of 49.
Yeah, look, there's not a lot, but Caleb gets the most out of them, and he does such a great job of it.
But they're going to go to a 6-man Division II level next year, and Knox City's never been there. Since they've been in 6-man, they've always been Division I. So that tells you just something about enrollment at that time. They're at the school, and that's a factor.
Yeah.
So you get inside, that's going to be a 4.
Delmon Randall is carrying that
Different
ball.
guys popping in now. Henrietta still leads Holiday 48-26. It is the early fourth quarter in that one. I did hear that Cruz Coleman, who is the stud, area's leading rusher.
Yeah.
Stud running back. But I did hear he looked like he may have limped to the sideline. That's coming from Zach Duncan, who's watching the live stream of the game.
What game is he covering tonight?
He's not. He
not?
joined
Okay.
his youngest daughter. Probably last time she's going to really do trick or treating. So he took his daughter Isla, an absolute character, trick or treating tonight. As that ball was fumbled on the exchange, but scooped up and taken for a nice gain. Be 3rd and 2 now. After that one. Heady play there by number 21. We got from Delmon Randall.
Delmon Randall again.
Carry, yeah. But yeah, Zach, I'm not sure what Isla was. I've known Isla since she was born. I got a pretty special relationship with her. Heck of a soccer player for her age. And
can imagine she's got a dad that knows how to.
He knows a little something about soccer.
He knows something about it, yeah.
Split backs here for Palo Duro. And get
That's
out wide.
Linton again, but he's going to lose some yards.
Yeah, and DeKendrick Jones flexing some muscle after that one and laid a pretty good hit stick on him. Saw you showed your picture of your son. Gabe.
Yeah, he was Steve Minecraft tonight, and my service animal Sunshine, who doesn't come up here with, she'll probably be up here with me next year, I imagine. I'll bring whatever I have to. The reason she doesn't is because got to get her out to potty at some point during the game, and I don't necessarily have that ability to do that, but we'll rectify that next year, I have a feeling. But she was 0 tonight. She always gets, the reason I say, she gets so upset when I leave her and come to these games.
So that kicks out of bounds. My son Luke was Catboy from PJ Masks.
Oh, yeah.
Last year he was Gecko.
Okay.
So
we've had those years, too. Those are fun years.
Yeah, he went for Catboy. I was, my in-laws always have a nice Halloween party there in Whitesboro, and so I was Gecko to some degree, just really wore the mask. And my wife was Owlette, so we did the whole PJ Masks bit.
Nice. Yeah, Gabe and Sunshine and my wife, Alicia, they all went over to my mom's house tonight and did some trick-or-treating, family and friends coming over, and they always have a fun time. I was getting a message they were missing me, and I was like, they just got feelings. You know?
Hey, Jay Neal finding some room. Jaravian Neal with a nice gain, 13, 14 yards off of that one. Maybe 15. And then, my son didn't get to go trick-or-treating. He got sick this week. There's a bit of a bug going through him, and so sorry for Luke tonight.
Your math is getting better. You got 15 yards on that exactly.
I know, I figured it out. I counted a yard line. Split backs again. So we're coming up on 6 minutes to play in this game. And a real delayed handoff. Riddle finally gets around the right side. Got a pancake block out here by Jorian Wiggins, too. Nice blocking by the receiver.
He's got a habit of doing that. Jorian Wiggins can block. He can catch. He is a fantastic junior wide receiver for this team. I think a guy that's got definite next level ability somewhere.
Back again, getting to Riddle, and Riddle got stationary right away. Now trying to find something on the left side, and feet just he got the handoff and he came to a standstill.
But he came to a standstill because he was sitting there facing Patrick Simmons face to face, who broke through the line of scrimmage, and he didn't have much room to go. And eventually he got out of that. But the rest of the playing field, man, that swarming defense, they're very impressive. The way that defense swarms and closes holes. Backs him up to a 3rd and 5, though.
Handoff again up the middle. Dragging a defender. There's Neal. He's got 3 yards. Going to be 4th and 2. Vernon pulled away a little bit at the end and beat Iowa Park 28-14. Monday has pulled away some from Seymour, looking to get both teams trying to get their first district win, and that one 23-14.
That's 2 scores.
Quanah rolling Shamrock tonight, 46-6. That all but puts Quanah into. They are in the driver's seat for the number 3 seed out of that district now. Riddle, nice second effort by Riddle. He got smacked at the 45, spun around out of it, and dived forward for the first down.
He's not. There's not been any quit in this legacy team tonight, and a lot of that's because senior leadership, and that's Kevin Riddle right there. Earlier he had the breakaway where he scored the touchdown with the extra effort, and again, here we are, 4 minutes, down 48-7, and he's fighting for every yard.
Handoff again. Neal. And fighting for it, got 6 yards.
I'd like to see him hit that hole hard like he did there.
2nd and 4 upcoming now. 3:45 and counting to play in this game.
La Tech 41-7 in the 3rd quarter. The only question is that going to hit the over, and it looks pretty solid. Dodgers still lead 3-1, top 8. 2 on, 2 out, and Mookie Betts at the plate.
Riddle bounces this one to the right side. And going to find 2 yards.
35-yard line.
And it'll be 3rd and 2.
I'll say this: Sonny Cumbie out there at La Tech, he needs that win, man. Like he's fighting for his job right now. And you know who the AD is? Ryan Ivey, who was AD at Texas A&M Commerce when they won the national title. He's the one that hired Colby Carthel. Then he was AD at Stephen F. Austin when he hired Colby Carthel. And there could be a coaching change at La Tech.
Wonder who he's going to hire.
Wonder who would be a candidate, right?
Run to the 31 by Neal. That'll get the first down. 1st and 10, 2:30. Coming up on 2:30 to play.
What were you gonna say?
Just a reminder, next week, hey, the big rivalry game, Crosstown Showdown in the Falls. I like it. I like Falls Town Showdown. I know it's called something else, but Kevin Riddle finds a little bit of crease on the left side. It's going to have 4 or 5 yards. But yeah, Legacy and Memorial, there will be playoffs at stake. Legacy will be punching out, I believe, out of postseason contention.
We got a commercial break here.
Oh, yep, 2 minute timeout. So we will take one with them.
That's the second half 2-minute timeout.
Wichita Falls ISD. Equipped learners, endless possibilities.
At Hoover Rogers Law, we understand that winning is more than just a victory in court. It's about securing your future. We fight with tenacity because we know that when you're facing a bad injury, it's not just your case on the line, it's your life.
The combined brands will be hosting a Fish Fry tailgate party at Garnett Field over behind McNeil. Please scan the QR code to purchase your tickets, and please help support sending these brands to London. Once again, next week before the Crosstown Showdown, and just a reminder, next week's Crosstown Showdown will kick off at 7 p.m.
Kickoff at 7 p.m. But yeah, get here early, get some fish and chips, support those bands. It's a big honor they're getting to do in a New Year's Day parade there in London. Very, very, very cool deal.
So that's a first down.
Yeah,
Riddle again fighting for those yards.
Yeah.
For Legacy Leopards, first down.
Went out of bounds, stopped the clock with 1:52 left, right at the 20-yard line. First and 10 from there, split back still. Give this one Neal again, finds the crease, gets to up the left side, started to his right and cut back to his left, 6 yards. Second and 4.
I like the way Neal has been running here late in the game, attacking that hole. That's one thing, as a sophomore, it's hard. That's hard to teach, to be aggressive and attack at this level, but he did a great job of it tonight.
Riddle stutter stepping, looking for something, wants to get to the outside, loses the ball, but it goes out of bounds. And he's going to lose 2 yards.
Thankfully, that ball popped out of bounds right there at the 16.
So 3rd and 6. Minute 5 left in the game. As Legacy tries to get one more on the board. Give this to Neal. Wants to get to the right side. He's got there. 10 fighting. He'll be shy of the 10 at the 11. This will be 4th and 1. We just went under a minute to play. 45 seconds. Still no hurry from Legacy. They're just running their offense. I mean, it's not like they're going slow, but they're not going super fast.
Hodges moving with a little more urgency at this moment.
30 seconds. Riddle takes it, follows Neal through the hole. He's got the first down. Clock will stop. 26 seconds. Be 1st and goal now. I kind of think they might throw it to see if they can't get this in the end zone. They've run it the whole way. Play action pass set up as the clock starts, as the ball is set. So 20 seconds left.
And the max is, 17 for points or 15?
We're maxed
we're
out.
well past that.
And not going to matter with these two anyway.
No.
There it is. Fade pass. Open. Caught. Keyshawn Johnson. Touchdown.
What a pass by Knox Hodges. And Keyshawn Johnson did a great job getting separation from the defensive back. Caught that ball, beautifully thrown on the sideline of the end zone. That's a long throw, too, for Hodges for the touchdown.
He went from this hash went to the far side of the field. Put that in a spot where only Johnson can make the play on it. 4 seconds left, so something for Legacy to have to take into the locker room after this game here on senior night. There was a pair of sophomores connecting for that play. The future's ahead of them, but and the senior class, they're in the long run, they're going to be appreciated for the sacrifices they made for this program, starting it out. But this team is very much about the future and what they have coming. There's some exciting things to come. They're going to have some good playmakers back that have been developed still. Knox Hodges, of course, back. Johnson will be back. You got to figure he's going to play a bigger role next year. A lot of talent. The running back position will be back. Jaquan Carroll will be back. Ben Bernard is just a sophomore.
Yeah.
Jorian Wiggins is a junior. Josiah Carter's a junior. So, all these guys that we talk about, these skill position players, they're coming back.
I have it here. For their starters, Legacy, 2 seniors, 4 juniors, 4 sophomores, 1 freshman. Defensively, 4 seniors, 6 juniors, 1 sophomore. Overall rosters, 19 seniors, 15 juniors, 9 sophomore, 1 freshman. On the other side, Palo Duro, offensive starter, 6 seniors, 5 juniors. Defensively, 7 seniors, 3 juniors, a sophomore. They've got 18 in their junior class, 14 in the senior class, and 7 sophomores on the roster.
Yeah.
I break that down. We get the rosters. I put it into ChatGPT. It breaks it down for me.
That's not a bad way to go.
Well, look, if you can be lazy, do it. I get technology, but it can be used for good as well. That's always my view of things.
So, Plainview kind of cut into that Memorial lead out there, 42-22, but Memorial just scored again, 49-22, as Jaden Wetzel scored on a 10-yard run. 3:47 left in that game. That just happened a little bit ago. We will have one kneel down here, and that will be the end of this one. Again, I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. I want to thank Chad Johnson and this video technical crew up here make this broadcast.
They do a fantastic
Yeah,
job
stellar
every
job.
week.
We're the two hacks that are lucky to get to commentate on it, and appreciate that and that opportunity. I want to thank Texas Roadhouse for providing the food tonight. Beef tips, mashed taters.
Yeah,
makes
always nice.
Makes Fat Man happy.
Don't forget to roll.
That's right. Yeah, cinnamon butter. And then, I thank all of our sponsors here tonight. You've seen them throughout the name. We'll have a few more come on after the broadcast. And be sure, join us next week. It'll be Legacy and Memorial.
How, are they going to snap this 15 yards for the kneel down?
No.
Right
there.
Going to AJ.
Yeah. Kneel it down. Palo Duro, congrats to them. First district title since 2004 for the Dons. Exciting time for this program, and Eric Mims and his coaching staff done a great job of building this up to where they can get to this point.
What a job they did tonight. 48-14, 382 yards of total offense, and they really just shut it down in the second half. Fantastic effort, proving why they are at the top of District 2-5 AD2, and they could take that outright if they take care of Abilene Cooper next week.
That's right. Should be a good one. Of course, again, remember, Memorial versus Legacy. Come early. Get out there. Fish fry. Support the bands. Get them over to London to play New Year's Day. Then come over here and watch the second crosstown showdown between Memorial and Legacy here at Joe Golding Field. I want to thank you, Corey Hogue. Enjoy being with you again. Jonathan Hull, we're going to sign off. Thanks for being with us here on the WFISD YouTube channel and KFDX+.
And just a reminder, don't miss out next week. Ben Fish Fry, followed by the second annual Crosstown Showdown between the Memorial Mavericks and the Legacy Leopards. Kickoff will be at 7 p.m. But get here early to have some fish. Legacy will be the visiting team next week, so remember, you fans will be sitting on the east side of the stadium.